Look at my skill.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What who art thou?
I don't know.
Cool. Holy shit.
Yeah. This is like the first design made by like Midjourney V5.
Yeah.
Midjourney V5 uses up your fast minutes much faster than V4.
Cool. I could never approach hitting the limit before.
I know, but now I'm like, I've been trying to, so I'm like, I'm definitely gonna hit my limit.
Well, don't be such a crack.
Hi, Jin. It's like an elf Qui-Gon Jin.
Mm-hmm.
Like
He is very. I'm like,
Stevie, mate.
I am going to.
Midjourney still does not understand like half orc versus half elf, but you wanted a half orc that could pass for a human.
I guess so.
He's
That's
sort of
just what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what happened.
He's sort of a half elf that could, for a half orc that could pass for a half elf.
If you just put
Right,
in
I mean,
half
so
orc,
much.
you get like exactly
Yeah.
what you think.
I was very
But if
sleepy.
you
I needed
add
something to
any
keep me awake.
modifiers to it,
Thank you for
it
that.
gets more and more
Yeah.
elfish as you
Mhm.
like go along. But I was like, I wanted him to have long hair. I don't know why I thought that, but I was like, I want him to have long hair. So
I want to live in here. I get it.
Talk about it.
The box.
You want to live in the box?
Okay.
Like set up some string lights.
That's-
We'd use an extension cord. Get
That right there, I think,
Well,
costs $2,200 a month in Manhattan.
get right.
he's right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh wait.
But you know, it's right
windows?
upstairs
No,
from
it's
4
yeah.
Starbucks and the best bagel shop on the planet. So,
True. Yeah. Opportunity awaits.
and you can never open your windows because it'll just be trash smell.
This is not allowed to be
I've
referred
been-
to as because it smells of trash. Yeah. This would not. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I was just this is not allowed to be referred to as a bedroom legally if it doesn't have windows.
That's a 2-bedroom loft.
Oh my god.
It's
for-
a studio.
For mice, if we had 2 floors, it would be
Oh,
it would be a.
Nice apartment building, yeah.
That's so they mistakenly modeled all of New York City's housing plans.
the only time I ever spent when I stayed in Manhattan, it was in a
Mm.
2-person hotel room, a fourth the size of this room, with my dad, who snores.
We stayed
Yeah,
in
no.
Queens when I was in New York, and the whole hotel smelled like smoke, and I had an asthma
Right.
attack, and my mom was just like,
Shit.
run the shower and sit in there, and I did.
But that Airbnb, I bet Airbnb.
That was my senior trip. Hmm?
Airbnb's probably the way in New York.
Yeah,
Probably actually
but
pretty cool, but I think
my mom and I got lost. We were trying to go to Times Square, but we ended up in like somewhere in Brooklyn, and she was so
Ew.
scared. I was like, don't be scared of these people.
it's also Brooklyn. Brooklyn's the least scary.
I know. She was like, oh my God, people of color, I have to get away. And I was like,
Oh.
I hate you so much.
Conversely, they're probably like, "Oh my God, a white woman from the Midwest, I have to get away."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's my reaction. when I see her.
Horrifying.
She's like bleach blonde with like fake tan and like big ass jewelry. She's like the quintessential like conservative woman. Like,
Awesome.
yeah, love that for her.
Yeah, I was gonna say we love that
Me,
for her.
me and Josh,
Sure.
we're way above that. We don't see color.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, correct.
Is it recording,
Yeah.
everyone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get canceled. It's fine though. It's okay.
Yep.
Toby's been canceled for 10 years.
I have. I've been canceled so many times in my life.
I'll be back.
I will one day cancel you.
I figure.
That's what you get for being friends with someone who has pronouns.
That's what I get. No, I can good with pronouns, I think. I mean, I probably fuck them up on.
No, I'm just
everybody,
saying.
like-
Yeah, fine.
I think you'll always, human beings always fuck up certain things. Like, you know, when your mom calls you your sibling's name,
Yeah.
that sort of makes
My
sense
mom
from
calls
pronouns.
me my uncle's name quite frequently. She has had 2 strokes though, so let's be easy
The
on her.
subconscious name mixing up though.
Yeah.
My dad does it all the time.
Yeah,
What's going on there?
My grandfather had an awesome story. Okay.
you look great.
Looking good, Tiff. Got her shirt pulled up over her head, so it's like a hoodie. She basically looks like a childish goon. Yeah, pretty good look.
She looks amazing. Okay.
Okay, so are we ready to roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll start with you, Kai. You go way back with a judge named Embreth Derrimid.
Mhm.
Judge Derrimid is the youngest high judge in the city of Lepstadt, which is a pretty progressive city for this world. It's still
Yeah,
a
like
medieval city. They'll still cut your hands off for stealing or cut your head off for most crimes. The punishment is capital. But this city you notice, especially since you come from a land that is dominated by warlords, whoever has the biggest army and the most soldiers pretty much in charge for the last 100 years, been the same dude, and things are a mess there. Contract work for you was very often assassination or bounty hunting, capture. Basically, you're kidnapping and stealing is your job, sanctioned by the government. But when you came to Lepstad, suddenly your job became chase down this domestic abuser, capture this multi-murderer who killed their whole family and is on a run, capture this, traumatized soldier who committed violence in public and bring him in alive. Your jobs were less horrible. There's still violence. There's still the uglier. You still operate on the ugly side of society. You really do. But it's just a little less ugly here from your perspective. And to the people in the city, you're like, oh God, you must see such horrors. And you're like, bro, I come from a desert land of war, like war. So you've seen worse. And this city has beautiful cobbled streets. It has beautiful trees and bushes. It has landscaping. You walk down and you're like, what's this? What is this? It's crazy. And you have your own like apartment here with nice furniture. You got your rugs and your drapes and all that crap picked out. You got a nice set of gear that you do your job in. You are respected by your fellow city guards. And Judge Daramid brings you in and says, I have an odd assignment for you. And you can start off by rolling a knowledge local check.
Okay.
I think he's got
Some of
knowledge
my
local.
skills. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's a
that's
skill.
good question. We're gonna. Oh, this is different from methodology. Do I
Yeah.
just hit normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're actually playing a different variant of D&D called Pathfinder.
When I opened this up, I know it's different from Starfinder, but when I opened this up, I noticed it was much more complicated than Starfinder. So, yay, yay for observation.
Well, if D&D 5e is like addition and subtraction with a little multiplication, Pathfinder and Starfinder are like a little geometry.
Good day to have dyscalculia.
Well, the good news is you have a tutor, you have Foundry,
Yes,
and Foundry's going to do all the math,
thank you.
and you just make the decisions. You steer the ship, you're the captain of the ship that is your character, and then they execute all the nuts and bolts.
Okay, so I got a 13.
Knowledge local. Judge Daramid says, what have you heard about the beast? And you've heard about the same as everybody in town with your 13 knowledge local. The beast is huge. It's terrifying. It's monstrous. One time, a man's wagon wheel fell off and he was stuck in the side of the road and going to be stuck out late, and there were bandits. And the beast came by and picked up his wagon with one hand, and he bolted the wheel back on and made it to town safely. Another time, the beast murdered 7 people, or the beast burned down a building. It's Bigfoot. It gets blamed for everything. It occasionally gets credit for good deeds. Almost no one has seen it. 0.001%. It's just a local legend. But Judge Daramid says he's in the basement of the courthouse right now in a giant triple reinforced steel cage that I'm fairly confident it could break out of if it wished. And it will go on trial in about a day and a half for murder. And I'm fairly convinced that it is guilty of one of the many allegations that have been laid at its feet, which is not murder. It's breaking and entering allegation, because that's where we caught him, is in a place he shouldn't have been. And since they've got him captured finally, the city and the prosecutors and many eyewitnesses have just laid at its feet a lot of unsolved crimes. There was a murder of 10 people at a neighboring village a year ago that went unsolved. They blamed the beast for it. There was 7 children were murdered in another village that was later abandoned because it was considered so haunted and so whatever. They blamed the beast for that one. So this creature is on trial for something it probably did, and about 20 different things I'm not sure it did. And so because this involves the supernatural, I'm going to put the Undead Specialist Squad on it. Perhaps you've heard of them. With your knowledge local, you have heard of them. They are the City Police Undead Specialist Squad, which shortens to CPUS. And they are known as the CPUS Squad. And according to rumor, a couple of months ago, the entire CPUS Squad was killed. Total party kill. Everybody dead. And the new CPUS Squad is on duty. And Judge Dermot says, I want you to connect with them at the Black Whale. You'll have to take a rowboat out to it. They are out there clearing out an undead infestation. From what I understand, they're nearly done. There is very little danger of undead, although I'm sure you're not squeamish about that sort of thing anyway.
Yeah.
And I am assigning you to their precinct for the duration of this case. They need a little extra investigative skill and experience on the murder and forensic side, because I want them to come back with facts. If the beast did these things, we will see justice done. If the beast didn't do these things, we will do justice only for the appropriate allegations. So I want you to clear out the fog and bring me facts.
Sounds good.
And this squad is rough and weird, and all they ever do is handle weird, scary crap, so they're a little strange.
Okay. Let's figure out if the beast did it or not.
All right.
Little strange is a fair characterization.
Okay, do I need to do anything to get there on the rowboat? Or that's your
I don't know why it's pulsing like that.
But it's, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
We might be getting.
it means the house is about to
we might be
explode.
getting a feedback loop.
Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Me neither. Okay. So I Kitty. I think my speaker system.
There's just a truck or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Someone's trying to take the catalytic converter out of my car.
Are you still hearing it? I'm not. I'm not making sense.
Yeah, right. Like if someone's like, "Do you hear?" I'm like,
Josh, you do it.
He was like my
I'm not
daily
hearing
hearing.
it.
I'm like, yeah, I'm sure fucking.
Heard a
hearing
low rumble.
something.
It's screaming in me.
Could be me imagining shit. It's fine.
No, I heard,
No, it was down.
it was a
I
pulsing
heard-
that I hear
I
during
heard
the
it
day
several
when we're.
times. I figured it was just your
I
speakers.
heard that, but I'm used to hearing noises like that. So
Okay, well,
Oh my God,
I shut the door in
it's
cases of
my
feedback
boyfriend's
loop,
like, "You
and I
need to
backed
see a
off the
doctor,"
chat
and I'm
down.
like, "Nah, I'm good."
It's like opposite of tinnitus.
I think
You're
I,
like boom.
I think well, tinnitus causes like
Oh, yeah.
hallucination, which I've had several times. We're not gonna really worry about that anyway.
D&D, we just chalk them up to more RP.
Yeah.
Your subconscious is RP.
What's that music I keep hearing? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay, so you know the way to the Black Whale. The Black Whale is a prison.
Okay.
It is a prison made out of 6 huge sailing ships that have all had their masts removed and all their sailing gear removed, and they're just latched together in the bay. It's one of the most shadiest, weirdest operations ever done by the government, but the main jails filled up or had a problem, and so they started storing prisoners on old ship hulls in the harbor,
Okay.
which is probably unsanitary, unsafe, but in this city, you know, it's still pretty medieval to be a prisoner here.
Okay.
They could die of dysentery and everything. Not at all ideal conditions. So
Woohoo! I'm at the Black Whale. Hooray.
Yeah.
so you approach and you see what looks like there has been a rave party on the pier. There's no one standing here, but there's cups and streamers and clothing items. There is a couple kegs of some sort of alcohol that are tipped over empty, laying on the docks. And there is a very tired city guard who is leaning on his staff and sort of snoring while standing up somehow next to a little boat dock with a dinghy. And you can see the Black Whale in the distance. You can see the ships all lashed together, a couple 100 feet out in the bay.
Okay. Can Can I roll a perception?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Let's see. Normal, I guess. I don't know.
19. Yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely the black whale out here. There was definitely a rave here on the docks last night.
Uh-huh.
It appears to have spun itself out and expired.
So they've been having zombie themed parties from the top next to the undead infested prison.
They cosplay as zombies.
And it alarms citizens, or it was, and they got moved to the dock.
And they heard there was a zombie infestation in the prison, so they wanted to have a zombie cosplay rave next to the zombie.
Of course. Can I wake up the prison guard?
Yeah, as you walk up, what? And you have on you, let's see, I need to get you the buff though. You need a badge? I've got 3.
I've got, Toby made me a rainbow badge.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, he's.
Actually, where is your badge?
Did you put it on there?
I gotta put it. It still looks like a regular badge, but I have the better art on it. Yeah.
Have I linked up with the undead squad, or is that what they're called? I'm sorry.
Seapuss.
Seapuss. Have I hooked up with them yet? Or?
Nope. No, we are on the.
Okay, great. Okay.
They are out there.
Great.
You can actually see with your perception check, you can see a bunch of people having a discussion on one of the, just standing on the rail of one of the ships.
Okay.
I heard that too. See if you can figure out what it is.
I didn't hear it.
It's very deep and very strange.
That might explain it, because I think I've lost like the hearing
Oh,
at like
you don't hear deeper stuff.
the fringes of like the range you're supposed to hear stuff at. What?
Very strange if Josh did.
Sounds like someone's got a car in their base or something.
Yeah, maybe so.
Sounds like base flipping jets, what it sounds like.
Excellent.
Why they're right here by my house, I don't know.
They heard there's a party going on in here. They just didn't hear it was the right kind of party.
There you go. So if
Oh,
there you go.
Yay.
You have your CPUS officer badge that's been issued to you by Judge Derrymid.
Okay, great.
Welcome to CPUS.
Hooray. Part of the CPUS.
The city police division with the highest death rate.
Seems,
What the highest fill rate too.
and I'll be like, it's still safer than like where it came from. So
Yeah, this division has, if you count undead
Yeah.
as killed, they have the highest arrest rate of any division in town. They have arrested hundreds of zombies.
Yeah.
They've destroyed them. Yeah,
Great.
there's not a lot of due process at
Good
that point.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd like to try to get their attention.
Okay. I think you might just have to take the dinghy over there. They're a couple
Okay,
hundred feet
I'm
away.
gonna take the dinghy over there. Do
Okay.
I have to roll something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll me a dex check. You can go to your checks, and it should be dexterity under that.
Great. And I guess I'll just do normal.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty bad. You kind of wobble you go in a full circle at one point, then you realize you got to like row more evenly,
Oh,
and you take this sort of snaking path out there. It takes you probably about twice as long as it should have to row there. And that will give the rest of the party a chance to roll perception.
okay. Everybody roll
Computer,
perception.
Yeah.
It didn't do it while I was standing over there. I thought I heard it for a second coming from your room.
I think we're probably just
I
like,
don't know what the fuck it is.
like generating a sound and it's just low. And it
Wait, I hope it's not my car, because
I muted my microphone.
I'm almost
No,
certain it's inside the house.
okay, I'm checking for my keys. Oh, there
it's
they
most
are.
likely
Okay,
something my
perfect.
computers do.
Because
Yeah.
my car is loud as hell still, because my Cali
Does your new chair have speakers in it that we don't know about?
It is awfully fancy, but no.
Okay, everybody's rolling perception.
Maybe someone's speaking at just the right frequency to shake the stacked tile. What are you rolling perception for?
I wouldn't be surprised
Just
if
see
it
if
was
we-
me.
Kovira and Divya, you guys are having a conversation right next to the boat you guys refer to as Medingy. and
That's not
you
bad
see
barking,
someone
getting up again.
you see someone
Oh, wait,
rowing. See someone rowing a dinghy across the bay towards you, and they kind of go in a circle like they change their mind, but then they come back towards you, and they kind of veer off one way and then veer off the other way, and eventually they're almost underneath you, and you see them looking at you now.
Go here, they're gonna steal our shit. Go kill it.
Wait a minute. No.
Please
Is that your actual command?
Please don't kill me.
Sequence
I was
officer
just saying,
Divide.
no one, and then I say, no one rowing that badly is coming here to successfully do anything.
Just get out the ranking up. So I have 3 badges.
Captain,
I
incoming bogey. They're gonna steal our shit.
Yeah, I could barely hear steal our shit.
How many of those badges are actually assigned to you legally?
What?
Does
You're breaking the law.
Didn't you give
Welcome.
yours to danger?
Yeah,
One.
but then,
No, he probably thought about it and then did.
The Judge Dermot gave me. a
Oh, okay,
replacement.
so one of them is actually a legal badge.
If she made it such.
The others are just loot.
Well, one of them gives me plus 100%. So it's
Okay.
Are they fake badges?
No, they're all
No, they're-
real. They're,
No,
They're
just
dead
officers.
officers.
Here's the real as the
Oh, they're
nose
just
on my
not
face.
officially sanctioned. Okay.
Yeah.
Random, like Apollo.
We see this man with long black hair, and you can see sort of slightly pointed ears and a little jewelry and a scar on his face, looking up at you as he attempts to lash his boat to the side of the Black Whale's entry point, the Cutlass. And looking up at you, how do you greet these folks?
I yell, "Hi guys! Wait, can you hear me? I'm with the police. I have a mission."
Sounds like that. Very confident.
I look around at the rest of the team.
Then by with your natural 20 cents motive check, you believe that individual is incapable of lying, complete rude. Sincerely rowing out to check and see if you're a police.
All right, this idiot is actually telling the truth. I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Captain,
I hook a grappling hook to the side of the ship and drop the silk rope attached to it over the side.
Okay.
Okay.
You can last with this if you need help.
Okay, I'm gonna latch with that. Do I have to roll something?
You can roll a climbing check,
Okay, climbing check.
climbing skill check.
Climbing skill check.
There you go. You tie you notice that he does not at all tie. Actually, none of you have any knowledge, sailor or.
that's right.
Survive.
As far as
boy.
you idiots know, he ties a perfectly reasonable knot.
Looks good.
Yeah. Ties the rope to the boat like you do,
Can I cast
Climbs up-
mending on it?
climbs up the rope. That might undo it.
What?
And he climbs up the rope and stands on deck. And how tall is he? What's his
I would
outward appearance?
say he's about 6'1", and he looks very intimidating, but his best skill is like, especially as a detective, kind of puts them at ease, even though he's like big and tall and like.
And his weapon, you have the sheath on the blade, so
Yes.
it's not like ready to
Yeah.
chop heads
So he
off.
gives off a huggable vibe.
Yeah.
To the best of his ability, because he is a half orc, and
Like, I want hug.
he has like scars on his face, so, and I'm sure on other places other than his face too.
The impression the rest of you get, okay, Denvi put her badge on display.
Oh, great.
Who are you? Where are you from? Please take me to it.
What's your favorite color? Give it to Social Security. That doesn't exist. How
We
do I
want
know this
answers,
word?
half orc goddamn.
What is the
Yeah.
airspeed up here?
Of the African swallow. Oh, Japan.
Or
Or like, I forget, because that's not the question. It's like European and African.
Yeah,
yeah.
now that
What's the age of carrying?
I'm going to
Yeah.
say, oh yeah, like I'm a detective. I'm from the city, and I just sort of tell them about the beast.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there something I have to roll for that?
Nope. You
Okay.
can just converse with these folks.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I've been watching Alexis play with all the rules, but I'm just gonna tell them like what the mission is that I'm on, and how like if the beast is innocent, I don't want to punish him for like something he didn't do. I only
Who
want to
commissioned you?
Hmm?
Who commissioned you?
the judge.
What's the judge's name?
Oh,
David.
Daramid.
No, I know. I wanted to. Oh, you're just
No,
giving-
Graham doesn't remember, but
Oh,
I does.
Tyron
I remember. Graham was like,
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of lore. For
yep,
me, like,
well, there's a dump. That's what.
Lower down.
You're coming to
Lord,
like a
don't-
year.
yeah, I remember the important stuff. That's what we told me.
We just have to ask who the name of the judge, because if you were like,
The name of the
John
judge is
Kelly. we can like,
the name of the judge is Dermid.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a judge.
Yep.
Oh, college.
Is that information I would know?
Yeah.
Was she pissed at you when she talked to you? Because he's been pissed at us every time we talk to her.
He's just, that's her resting face.
He's only pissed when I fuck up. So
Fair.
yeah.
Six pointer. Pibby.
Yeah, banana.
What's that, Josh? I rolled 6 pointer.
Oh. Well, you got a natural 20 a minute ago.
Okay.
You got a pretty. No,
Okay.
this guy's on the level.
Okay.
Whatever he's saying, he means it. I'm pretty sure. You're as sure as you've ever been that he's not full of shit.
Let us know.
Is
I'm sure there's been times I've been more sure, but
Also,
oh, go on.
no, please.
We deduced that Kai is who they say they are, and that we also figure out is Judge Dermid assigning, or I guess our next assignment was to go and investigate the crimes of the beast.
Correct.
So did the judge give you any place to start on this? Were there any further orders?
well, I was told to come out on the rowboat, and it's rough. I've never been on the ocean before, obviously. So I was told to come out and
You're in a bay, still as glass. You've still not been on the ocean.
oh, okay. So I've never been on a body of water before.
Oh no, he can say these things. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. I'm on the bay. And I was just told to like link up with you guys because I only have like 1.5 days, I think, before the beast is
Yeah, his hearing's
is,
pretty soon.
yeah. And I was told to link up with you guys, and since you've been briefed on like what we're supposed to do, I think it would be, that's the orders that I was given. So that's why I came
we
out
haven't
here.
cleared and looted all the shit yet.
We could fast forward that part.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say you guys have now scoured every deck of all 6 ships in the Black Whale. You found another, I want to say, 3 different pockets of say half a dozen zombies. Nothing you guys couldn't handle. You know, if one of you was really stupid, you might have gotten smacked once or twice. But
Yeah.
they're fine.
Did
They're
we
not.
get the big boys we fought last time? I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
What did they have?
No.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, remember they have all that crazy food and shit.
Good for them.
And then Sanson fights unarmed, so there was no treasure on him, which I loved. And I got a stink grenade, which will be great versus undead.
Sanson, the cook. Sanson and the cook is who you fought last time.
Yeah.
Sanson has a few things. I will
Oh.
I will put a loot box here.
Oh, yeah, we didn't.
Right here. Let me do this. Graham, you can witness how this is done.
Mhm.
Throw out a loot box. Loot box. It's a loot box full of loot. Not very
Empty,
good.
thanks, fucker.
That's
There
very
is-
similar to his
Is it bad?
methodology. So
I've already got 3 badges. So one of you.
Yeah, what's
Imagine-
stopping you?
I'll take another.
You guys, I'm good. I've got a badge. So
I'll take
Mr.
Keep us badge. You also
I will flash
had.
it for you guys. Let me look at my inventory. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Hey.
Never leave the house without it.
Goddamn bedroll.
I also have a badge with a rainbow insignia.
That's cool. Does it make a noise? Can you flash it?
Do I have that in my inventory, Toby?
Yeah, you actually don't. Like we talked about your detective badge, which I'm gonna let you have and keep as
Perfect.
an artifact.
Uh-huh.
But you're wearing a C+ badge now, which is a silver, because silver
Ah.
is very often used to combat undead. So the C+
Okay.
badges are not just, they don't just look silver, they are silver.
Silver.
You could beat a werewolf to death with them.
I intend to.
Silver looks great with my
Silver is okay.
silvery skin.
Silver's name, my horse.
Okay, and
Silver?
Yeah, but if
I hope.
I'm watching Toby put
you had to work silver with the agreement.
okay, that's what was on the zombie chef who nearly killed some of you.
Love
And
zombie
Sanson who
chef.
nearly killed some of
So
you.
what is alchemist?
We introduce ourselves. I'm Gaspar. I have the most badges, but that has no legal bearing on my authority. Dinvaya, our cleric. Vera is our rogue wizard. Dismas, Harrison's character, is not here, but he does most of the shooting and prayer reciting.
Okay.
He did most of the southern
Harrison's
Illinois.
Catholic school derived RP is
We were ordered to kill everything on this floating prison, which we have done. So we are prepared to, after we dig out all this loot here, I'm probably going to stick this cleaver in the handy haversack. I can't imagine anybody wants it. It's worth 8 gold.
wait. The cleaver?
It's worth 8 gold.
All right, but
I throw it in the bag.
no, actually that is incorrect. Let me update its value.
Yeah,
It's worth it. It is a masterwork cleaver, so it's worth 308 gold. But
Oh,
also, it smells bad and has so much blackened blood and guts stuck to it. It needs a professional cleaning. It was in the possession of a zombie chef for some time, and he chopped up lots of other undead bodies with it and ate them.
let's take Google on it.
It radiates
Delicious.
evil. It is not magic in any way, but it was long possessed by evil, and many evil things were done with it.
It's going in the haversack.
So it got some evil stank on it.
Evil stank.
That's right.
Oh, Chef Ramsay. Reminds me of the one-shot thing we did.
Did I
Oh,
throw a
that
Chef
was-
Ramsay at you guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
every
chef was Gordon
Toby
Ramsay.
campaign has
It's Gordon Ramsay.
I grew up on Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. I love it.
I love how abusive he is to everyone.
Shit.
masterwork tools for all the cooking that we do. Alchemist's fire. The cat is
Oh,
pissed.
kitty.
What the?
He just does that.
He's just a shit talker.
He sounds dramatic.
Oh, he's so dramatic.
I love
Yeah,
it.
He's the most dramatic.
He's such
Drama
a diva.
queen.
Okay.
Okay. It's good to meet all of you guys. I'm here to help you. I'm a slayer. So hopefully that will come up. But
Like the
We-
band? Like the band?
Can I pause you there?
yeah.
The classes and professions are not a thing that the characters think about.
Okay.
You are called Slayer by Pathfinder,
Oh, okay.
by the game mechanics, but
Mhm.
all that's kind of invisible.
Okay, cool.
You would describe yourself, if
Mhm.
you wanted to tell someone your skill set, you would say, I am an experienced detective.
I'm an experienced detective.
I'm an investigator.
Who used to be a bounty hunter.
And if you really were like bearing your soul to these
Mhm.
guys over drinks later, you'd be
Yeah.
like, I was a soldier.
Uh-huh.
I was a scout for the Shining Crusade in Numeria.
Mhm.
I used to bum around with the scariest, most badass paladins on earth. God, they're no fun. They don't even like sing songs at night. They just stare at each other and talk about kicking the crap out of evil.
Yeah, we got one of those.
But
Well,
yeah, you just be like,
okay.
and that's his resume in this town is he's an experienced detective who closed a lot of cases.
I have closed many cases.
No, we
and-
hear Slayer and we're like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
I didn't know how to introduce myself.
There's a
But yeah,
chance I
that's what I am. And I'm here to help you guys with this mission, and hopefully we can learn who did everything.
Excellent. We have a day and a half till trial starts. This is going to be very tricky. But what sort of weapon is Kai carrying?
See,
a big-
it's
big boy.
Big S word.
I have a orcish bastard's blade and a boot knife.
Boot knife.
Yeah.
Bootstraps, bootstraps.
Boot strap.
Let me click on it.
Test it out on Gaspar.
Yeah. No, you can trigger the attack just to see what it does.
Yeah, you can actually trigger it. So focused.
Sounded me slicing you guys up. I'm like, just kidding.
Well,
Like-
hit.
I go in here and
Yeah, it looks
Would
like
you ever-
it has like the knife at the end, but it's like mostly a staff.
yeah.
Yeah, it's my baby. It's been with me
Blade.
basically forever. So
Blade, baby,
The,
blade.
the little bit of lore from your country is that is what the other orcs call a bastard glaive, which a bastard sword is not as big as a great sword, but bigger than a long sword. And a strong and skilled person can use it in two hands. Or one hand.
Got two-handed as a category.
Yeah.
Right there. So
you can actually wield that when someone gets up in your face. You actually like hold it differently, get closer to the blade, and fight with it like a sword up close.
That's awesome.
And the ideal fighting for you is 10 feet away, slashing people's arms and legs off.
No, it's a reach weapon.
It is.
Oh wow.
I didn't see
A
that
reach
in
weapon with
Reach
sneak attack
weapon.
I didn't see that in the game.
and wielded by a +1 per level base attack class. So he's very dangerous in melee.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like that.
You know, Kalira will be best friend.
Hooray.
I'm not dangerous in melee at all.
Yeah, Kabir's like 6 point with her 30 HP.
48, thank you very much. No, that's what I got down with. I have 45. Hold on, let me double check. I should know that.
All right. Well, each of you, because Graham is new to the campaign and just it's good practice for you, will each of you give the 30-second visual description of your characters, unless you already have it.
Gaspar
Are they
is
tall? Are they short? What gear are they wearing?
Gaspar is run-of-the-mill, gothic-looking Inquisitor man. I think the picture really does it justice.
There you go.
It
Are you able
looks
to see
like
the pictures when you hover over them?
I keep scrolling into the courthouse instead
Oh,
of
yeah, it's kind of funky.
black
So
whale.
to drag your screen, right click and
Right
then
click,
drag,
right.
yeah.
Oh.
And now you use your wheel.
I feel like this is information I should have asked when
That's
playing
okay. No. I was
Starfinder.
wondering
but
why you were so zoomed out.
no,
It's like, gosh,
I just roll with it. I'm just like, okay, I can't see shit. Let's fucking go.
It's something I probably should do for the methodology campaign because I've used this platform for so long now, I forget.
I think I'm getting the hang of it-ish.
The
but
bits of it that are not intuitive, yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Gaspar, without his armor on, looks a lot like this image I found of Van Helsing a year ago on Google Images.
Fuck
did you
yeah.
send it?
I
No,
see.
it's his
Ooh.
token, and it has been.
Damn.
That's where it is. But right now he looks like a suit of full plate
Oh.
that probably couldn't fit him, but he's been wearing for 2 in-game days anyway.
It'll fit him soon enough.
That's right.
And he carries big ass sight.
Yeah, like death.
And he gets hit
I
twice.
love that. That's
Found it
cool.
in a prison. It's a magic sight.
And he wears the holy symbol of.
Charisma.
You can roll, give me one knowledge religion check
Okay.
for Kai, and that will apply to everybody here.
Religion.
He doesn't even know, I'm sure. That far will.
Wait, so I gotta weld my badges onto my armor. How would I?
All of them? That's you're gonna start to look like
one.
you're gonna start to look like a third world dictator.
Exactly,
Like
baby.
like badges over here, medals over here.
There's a
I
spare
love
one.
this
That,
where they just like wear
Oh,
every.
no, no,
Pretty
no, no.
baller, though.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I've got 4 of them now.
What the fuck?
There was another one in the box. There were 2 in the box.
I take one. I take the other. I take it.
Yeah. Knock him out and take it.
Put it on my cheek.
No.
Y'all
Okay.
are so
No.
weird about it.
Oh.
No, just y'all was this man.
I intended when I started this campaign for the badges to be a fun little thing because they are actual sanctioned police officers.
is
they're,
fun.
they're sworn in and everything,
Very video.
as are you. Yeah, by Judge Dermot. And they have made it like fucking dog tags of their fallen brother soldiers
They're
now.
not dog.
Yeah.
If I turn it over, they're
You want me to leave him there?
Yeah.
Thank y'all, because fucking Josh picked one up right after. So
Oh, yeah.
Josh is trying to.
I do have 2. I have 2, Toby.
Okay.
You can't tell me otherwise.
Okay.
okay. Well, I have one badge and it's good enough.
Good enough.
You'll soon find another.
I guess so.
Kovira, is about my height. She's supposed to have. So originally she had red skin and white hair, and then I was like, "Oh, Toby, can you put this through Midjourney?" And then Midjourney shit the bed and was completely unable, despite
It
Toby's
will
best.
not
It
draw.
won't. Yeah, no red skin.
I'm sure it does now.
No,
Oh.
I tried it like
That-
last 2 nights ago.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
No, I would love for you to try.
going to.
Okay.
But yeah, she didn't originally have horns, but I think it's a good addition. So Midjourney kind of added horns, but yeah, she's got like she's glowing. Yeah, she's a cool lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's small. She doesn't really have armor, but she casts mage armor, which I should actually can cast mage armor.
Fairly clearly a wizard type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very powerful and dangerous,
And
but
squishy, very scrawny.
physically frail.
Yeah,
Love that.
but still somehow finds her way in the wrong places, the wrong time, as though she's being led by a stubborn
Even
little.
though she's repeatedly told otherwise.
It's only happened twice, my lord, but
And
you know the
did-
rule of three.
Dinvaya?
How tall is Dinvaya? I don't remember.
Well, you've had 3 different versions of this character.
I love that.
Oh shit! Right.
She is this one is Azamar, so she could be anywhere. She could be anywhere between 5 foot and 7 foot tall.
We'll go with 6'5". So
Huge. Okay.
God.
Quite strong.
She's taller than me.
I feel like-
Goddamn.
I feel like we just met after like restrictions from the pandemic lifted, and I'm like, I actually know how tall you are.
Yeah, you look over
No.
and Dinvaya is just Brienne of Tarth. She's just gigantic.
Oh my god.
I should not have said I was 6'1" because now like she's taller than me.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
She was 6 foot a minute ago. She's clearly compensating.
That's true.
I was imagining this
You see her standing on a box.
Short-
Very evil.
Short bio, yeah.
short Vaya.
Oh my god.
Not Din.
I miss short bio. Bring back short bio.
Oh,
When you wear heavy armor, you use shield.
no, I have a
Which
breastplate.
makes you hunch, and you're 5.
Ah.
Yeah, that's some hunch.
Yeah, very tall
Much better.
woman, very beautiful. She will obviously tell you that she's descended from angels, which makes her amazing.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of
Cleric,
people say that.
cleric,
Yeah, my
cleric of
boyfriend
Dry,
said
which
that.
is the best goddess is. I'm an amazing blacksmith, so
Wow.
don't piss me off or I won't build you anything.
Wow. Yeah, shucks.
And Gaspar likes to think he's the captain, but
We survived my plan.
Because you're the band mom.
wait, who saved us last time? Who saved your ass?
Yeah, you were part of the plan. You did your job.
Yeah.
I sure didn't.
So, Kai, these people are covered in
Impressive.
blood and gore. Some of them are very clearly injured.
Mm.
And they are arguing about who did what.
No. Oh.
And behind them, all you smell is death and more death.
Yeah, you don't.
Gaspar farted.
Oh, you guys look like you're in looks like something just happened. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're good.
I was
Killed like
dead.
100,
Oh.
100 zombies on this boat. You weren't dead. You're
We're
unconscious.
close.
Oh my
I've
god.
ever been to the north.
Every time I go to bed at night, I say, I'm dead. No, you're
No,
not.
there are some ethical theories that would
Oh,
Ooh, ethics. Anyway.
philosophical.
Objective
Yes,
Dota.
all that stuff.
Yep, there's some falafel theories.
I corrected it.
Okay,
Okay.
we have 1.5 days before this trial begins. We have no leads. I don't think we even know where the crime took place.
Nope.
So we should go to the courthouse and find out any of these things, and then
Oh.
talk to the beast,
You're right, Gaspar. We should do that.
which maybe also means his. I don't know how Ustalov or left side law works, but does that mean his attorney will have to be present?
Well,
No, I would not like that. I would much rather talk to the defendant with no attorney present. I'm a fucking cop.
does the attorney have to be there?
Normally, yes.
Okay, well, unfortunately, the attorney does have to be there, but that doesn't mean we can't
Can
get
all-
real information.
Yeah,
Can all lawyers-
number of ways we can solve that.
All lawyers in this universe just be like snake people.
That would be subtle, wouldn't it?
That's very
Yeah.
funny.
What do you call 10 attorneys up to their chins in cement? Enough cement.
Now,
Oh, boy.
Thank you. This is unnecessary, but thanks.
What's Roy
Okay,
Joseph
well-
lawyers? I don't remember what it is.
There were many.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We should get to the courthouse.
Gaspar starts to theorize openly about somebody casting disguised self on them to look like the defendant's attorney so that it will seem that they were present, but really we can just drag all the information out of it.
I have
Can we
wanna-
do that?
heavily illegal, but we do
Oh,
have
it's
Sky
viable.
Felt.
We have the means, but
I got a badge. Like, how bad could it be?
this party wouldn't do that sort of thing. Or
No,
we haven't had the chance to do anything like that before.
really bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, you're right. This is not extenuating. I mean, I guess the trial is tomorrow.
The most morally complicated thing we've ever done is kill zombies, but I believe our current objective is to help the defendant or investigate it.
I'm so good. If it serves the purpose, you know.
In that situation, what would make us better than the people who seek to kill him?
Being distinguished from angels.
Yeah,
You know what? That's a good answer, actually.
Just brought it right back around to that bullshit.
Oh,
Okay.
It's coming now.
If someone
you're reading
who's
it,
always been there. You
someone
don't pay
who-
attention, Kobira. Like
Hard
when I
to.
tell you not to run away and get in the way of melee.
Far too went on the antithesis of your species.
hey guys, we need to like get our shit together.
yeah, let's
You
go.
go.
You don't usually
In
squabble this
so
much.
many ways.
Well, now there's this new person. You're like, oh, I
Yeah,
gotta like
these-
fucking.
Kai, we have to go back to the other part of the ship and retrieve our loot with our boat. Meet us around the other side.
Okay.
Oh
so,
yeah, we have a dinghy full of treasure. And Gaspar nudges Kai and says, "I was kidding about impersonating the attorney. We were never going to do that. I just wanted that to be a
Now,
little."
you're right here
I
by
narrow my eyes at you and say like, sure, buddy.
you're right here by your dinghy, so
All inquisitors are bastards.
But not all bastards are.
that's true.
Where it's so easy.
Can I cast mage armor?
You can.
I'm gonna
I
do.
don't know if I should for good measure.
I'm gonna do what.
All right, you've already cast it. Right?
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm gonna do what Zinvaya said and just like wait for them to like get their loot situation figured out.
Well, it's all. It's all. We just-
Are we just where are we? Are we reading?
Gaspar, do we need to take the heads of our fallen foes to
Oh my God.
what's her name?
I don't think so.
I look at you guys. Please don't take any heads of fallen foes.
Well, we
to the
took
court.
one because she was a bitch.
Okay, you can. Take
Oh,
one.
yeah,
You're
that
gonna
one-
have- you're gonna have
That one was so
everything.
dangerous,
Yeah.
and we're worried that if we did anything less than that, she would come back.
Well, Sansa,
She very nearly killed all.
Well, there's
The
security.
level 12 was
those two very nearly killed us all too. So
The only security outside the Black Whale, aside from us, is a man sleeping on a staff.
Okay,
This
whatever.
is a low security area. That's why this prison staff, I don't know if you were here this long, Kai, but this prison has been full of undead for about 6 months.
Yeah, and they've been allowing kids to party 100 feet away. from it.
They have
They-
tried to
they-
stop the kids
No.
from partying on 7 different piers.
It could-
And then the kids took to partying in zombie cosplay outside the nicest restaurants in town. And then the nobles of the town said, let them party by the actual zombies. They were ruining dinner. So then the guard had to let them party on the pier right next to the Black Whale. So it was a compromise.
Gaspar,
Yeah.
my suggestion is we cut their heads off. We cast proposed person and we throw their bodies in the.
We are not throwing bodies in the drink.
Yep.
We are
And then-
so close to town. But there it is. I point. There it is. We can't throw any bodies
We
overboard.
can do it on the other side.
We're
You
not-
never know.
We're not decapitating a sea
I
push
don't want to
officer.
fucking fight these bastards again.
I would love to fight him again.
Guys, do you
Kabir wants to read
any idea how bad it would look if I was seen by people who are
I'll get your
throwing?
boat and go away. We'll do it. You don't have to know about it.
Okay, do I have to do another dex check to row back?
it.
Yeah,
Wait,
Is it gonna,
unless you go with them.
I am.
I'm gonna row
casting-
back, just let them figure their shit out.
Okay.
Sanctify Corpse on both the chef and Samson.
I can cast Ant Hall on someone if you want to be able to pick up like a lot of fucking things.
Did we
Target's carrying capacity tripled.
do that on the Tengu?
Yeah, no,
I gotta remove them.
all named undead or intelligent undead have been sanctified corpse, and then we're just beheading the zombies, the lesser zombies.
Yeah.
And everything else.
That's a lot of beheading.
Yeah, it takes like a round per zombie, and
I mean, until you've done 10 in a row, and then you're exhausted.
I'm
You gotta
real.
How did we conscript Kai to chop heads off?
I just figured we've been chopping heads as we go the whole time.
Yeah.
Probably the way that we've been killing the zombies. Because, I mean, if we were a little smarter, we would just get tied some undead greater, and then we never would have channeled at all. We would just coup de grace 40 zombies and fast forward through it.
I mean, we kind of did cast that, and then we kind of did.
Channel's faster.
Channels fast.
And channel effectively sanctifies them too. Blasting them to bits with positive energy makes them unusable for necromancy.
Oh, do they get like disintegrated?
They
just like-
can't be rezzed again after that.
Oh, cool. Okay. I didn't know that.
If they're zeroed by positive energy, they are done being undead. Few exceptions of like greater types. Like you could blast a ghost to bits And if the thing that's forcing it to be there is there, it could return in a day or two.
Oh, all right.
But
We looted
lesser
the
undead.
ghost room too, didn't we?
What's that?
We looted the ghost room too, didn't we?
Yeah.
I believe we have effectively scoured the ship.
Yeah, you've scoured. We're done with Black Whale. We ain't loading it up.
All right, we load up and get out.
That was a fun diversion, but it took way longer. I replaced what normally begins book 2 of Carrion Crown with Black Whale. You're welcome. It involved a traveling carnival of Romani.
Oh my fuck god, that sounds so boring.
What the hell?
Yeah.
A traveling carnival?
The Pathfinder authors, I love them. They're really good, but they love to work in a circus. There's a whole.
Is there any circus like campaigns and stuff made by
There
them?
was an entire campaign
Oh my god.
involving a fucking circus.
I would
Good
do.
lord.
Maybe this makes me really lame, but I would do that.
Well, you
This would
can
be fun.
run it, but I ain't.
Maybe I should do that for my table next year. It's like we're gonna do fucking circus shit. It will be so.
It does allow everyone to be weird, like circus. I'm the strong man. I'm the whatever. I'm the acrobat guy.
I always
whatever.
wanted to be the bearded lady.
Where
Well,
it says alter ego, you fit perfect.
Oh God.
What
Harrison,
trans mask people are made to do.
Harrison will out weird everyone. I guarantee.
Yeah, you can put
He's-
Harrison in any campaign and he'll do just fine.
Oh,
That-
he's gonna be in my like demon summoning campaign.
Nice.
I
that-
got him to agree to it, so.
Not.
That man's maximum crush depth on weird RP is just infinite. He can withstand any amount.
Nope.
You'll never overwhelm
He'll
him.
go down any rabbit hole.
Wonder if the person who likes him knows that about him.
Mm.
All right.
Just
Gee.
clearing the
We clear the
Sure.
ship.
We return to
Okay.
back to shore.
with me
You're-
writing check.
You're back on shore, and you see a troop of what could be city guards, but they are wearing hip waders and giant sealed leather gloves, and they have shovels and axes and other like heavy disposal tools. There's about 10 of them, and they're like, "Yeah, I guess you guys had the fun part. Judge sent us down here to clean up. You're all done."
Yeah, so fun that none of you wanted to do it for 6 straight months.
One of them pulled you aside and says, "Yeah, about that. You're sure that everyone really did not, double."
They're all dead, most of them beheaded or blasted with positive energy, all in sanctified corpse. There are a few, thrown over tables or smushed up against doors and stuff like that, but we have checked every room. Everything is dead.
Don't worry, if you get turned, we'll kill you.
He says, he leans a little closer to you. He says, "If that's true, bud, fears are on me." And you see him put a clothespin over his nose, which must hurt. But he pinches his nose shut, and then he takes a cloth and wraps it across his face and puts on some like cheap little garbage spectacles over his eyes. They're like, "We're going in." And they get on the boats and row out there.
What are they going to do with the dead Steepus officers? I think there's
There's
3 or 4 aboard.
Judge said, "All going in an incinerator."
Fair enough.
I shout
We
after
could-
them.
We
You're
can
doing good work.
bury our guys.
Better you than us.
Right.
See? I said just throw them in the drink.
I give physical descriptions of the remaining Steepus officers aboard and request that their bodies be transferred to the morgue. This is the Precinct 13 morgue.
All right, but we got this here. This thing, you see, he's got a strange little device that looks like a syringe, and it's not. It has a marking on it that says it's a symbol for ghoul, like the word ghoul is written on the side of it. And he says, "If any of our group we're sticking with this and it turns a certain color, they got to be burnt." Which is true. Ghoul bodies.
Unbelievable.
Ghoul bodies can potentially communicate ghoul fever, and the city can't risk an outbreak of that, which includes Sanson and some of the other.
And the Tengu one. I
Are
think
they?
the only one that can be buried then is the captain. I think he's the only one who wasn't a ghoul.
Can I detect disease them? Do I have that? Just to
We know they were gold.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You guys know they were gold.
We were making fort safes.
oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay, sorry. I thought this was. I didn't know it was Hanson and.
These guys don't have your spells or other techniques, but they just have this dummy thing, and you poke undead with it, and it turns brown, and you poke it, and it turns bright orange.
Sanson and Kestrel, I think his name was.
Captain? I think it was Captain.
They were both ghouls. You should burn them. Check the captain. He's in the lower deck of whatever ship. The one that had all the fucking yogurt.
How much yogurt do you guys still have? All of it?
800 pounds.
You still
No,
have
they've eaten a
800.
lot. They've eaten a
Y'all
lot.
have like 800 pounds of yogurt.
You do notice as you're rowing over, their dinghy is full. There's these little, it looks like a little wooden cup. And it has a little tiny, like, leather flap over the top. And it's held on with a rubber band. And it has the tiniest, cheapest little enchantment on it to keep it fresh forever. It is a forever yogurt cup.
I didn't
And they
know
found,
it was stay good. I thought we were just eating
they found, no, it's plain vanilla yogurt, but it is enchanted to stay, fresh.
like Chobani.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's like good Chobani. It's not forever, but it's a cheap enchantment. It'll last like 6 months. So it is functionally 800 yogurt cups with some of their treasure.
I muttered to myself about how spoiled these people are. Fucking have preserved yogurt.
This is prison food.
It is
loot.
Nicer than anything I've seen.
We just got
Fucking go.
All right. Isn't there something else weird you guys have?
Oh wait,
What is your
Hayden brew?
Oh, Harrison tried to haul
Cat
something
toys.
like 120
Oh,
cat toys.
No,
100.
1100.
1,100 cat toys were in one of the ship holds, and he tried to carry them
I'm
upstairs.
just staring in disbelief.
Yeah, they
You
have
guys-
crates of cat toys.
We shut down that operation pretty good.
we throw those in the drink.
I think you're keeping them.
He dedicated himself to it. You should keep it.
I'm pretty sure Harrison will tell me later that he preserves and secures the cat toys. Granted, none of these items, even if you sold all of them at fair market value, are worth really anything. Not,
I mean, are they Calvin Carpenter cat toys?
no.
That would raise the value.
You guys did find Calvin Carpenter wine, what was it called? Like Guzzle or something? I don't remember what it
I
was.
don't remember either.
I start to think that these people are not very serious.
Well, you can tell that they have witnessed horror. And it has
What's up,
made that
Michelle?
because what you're seeing here, the bodies that you can see from the deck are mangled, they're undead, twisted, and evil. This is a job that no one else in the city would do, except for the Seaport squad.
Yeah.
And it's usually, if you are a police detective, they are like the police SWAT team. When the local militia gets their guns up and have to be fought toe to toe, these guys get the dirtiest jobs. As long as it's undead or supernatural related, they get it.
We killed like 110 zombies on these boats in 2 days, and the 5 most dangerous ones were former members of sea boats.
Yep.
Well,
We're all a little weird now. We're feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
honestly, I'm probably also going to become weird over time.
Yeah.
So can't wait.
Okay, so you guys you row back to the shore. They take their spoils back to Seapuss headquarters, which is precinct 13, old P13 on up here. And let's take a look at P13. You guys walk into, let's see, let me get you a token on here.
Are they still just drinking and eating
Oh my
yogurt on
God.
that table?
This Finn looks like a K-pop boy.
Wow, never thought about that.
Oh yeah, Finn's definitely cutie.
Interesting.
And that's, I think Finn is a she. I forget Maria's specific.
Well, she looks like a K-pop boy.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. It might be she there.
Yeah.
We haven't had Finn in a while.
Yeah.
There's also still a dead body in the magic interrogation room. Cell 5. Alexa, cancel. And let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and trigger a rest on all of you.
Yay!
Hey.
Yeah.
Everyone, do the rest.
That's right.
You got a rest. You got a rest.
Take off some
It
buffs
works because
here.
we're in a precinct.
Greater hide from undead should be down.
Yes, that's right, Kavira. You are under a rest.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Hilarious.
all right, Tim. I may have shut off one of your badges. I don't know how many you wear openly, but that's confusing. It actually dilutes your authority to wear 3 different badges. Then people have to read all of them, and they're like, "Who are you?"
I don't care about that.
All right.
I'm not wearing the badges for other people.
Okay.
I love that. That's good.
The haters don't get it.
They started off so good, and they just get weirder every level.
Okay, so we were all.
It's the effect of being here, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we are level 5. This campaign started at a very slow and steady level 1.
Let me look at what my level
You
is.
are 5 also.
Oh, okay.
And they have really grounded out. It's been a long, slow 5 level.
We were issued badges. Then I found a badge that gives +1 armor class, but it gives me no legal authority. So I got to wear bold badges.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
a
we
prison warden's badge from 100 years ago in several counties away.
That's
It's
right.
No authority.
No authority at all, but it's +1 armor class. It's a ring of protection, and so I gotta wear it. And then we keep finding dead former operatives for CPUTs, and one of them's got a gold badge. He's captain. You think I'm not gonna pick up a gold badge? I already got 2 badges. Neither of them is gold.
So anyway, as he's giving you this litany of excuses for his behavior,
I just keep looking at him with one eyebrow up, like, okay.
No excuses, explanation. I'm not excusing myself from anything. I'm wearing all 3 badges.
you walk in and see let's see, I'll put you over here so you can see everything. You see that in cell 3, there is a homeless man with the cell door wide open.
Roller, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, you live here.
He's having yogurt.
All right.
He's having a yogurt.
Eating the yogurt.
You see there is a young man in a CPUS badge and an outfit who is Andy. He is the front desk clerk. He's not at the front desk. He's over here having yogurt.
He's worthless.
For like the 3rd day in a row.
There is what's very clearly some sort of like country hunter in leather armor and filth and a very stupid leather fishing hat with a long bow and a crossbow on his leaning up against the desk. And he is asking an old man, a bald old man with glasses and beard, "So can I arrest someone for jaywalking?" And the old man says, "No, that's not a crime here." "Well, I heard it wasn't." It said, "You can't walk." And the old man says, "That's not true." They're having sort of a can I. Apparently Danger was very recently deputized, doesn't understand anything about the law, and he's sort of checking to see what the limits of his authority are.
Mm-hmm.
And Finn is sitting there quietly just enjoying the yogurt and the hilarious conversation. But this is their home. They each have a desk here. They have a storage of extra equipment. They have a magical cell. Cell 5 to the south has wards on it that disallows spell casting and other sneaky things like that in there. So there is in fact a corpse wrapped up in a blanket in there right now because they're afraid of it. Even though they cut its head off, the head is in separate wrap. And yeah, this is their station.
I begin to understand why they act the way they do after looking into cell 5.
Yep. That in the body in cell 5, they will tell you, is a former Seacoast officer who went rogue and killed all of her previous squad and pawned all of their equipment in town to make money and was building an undead army for what purpose they don't know on the Black Whale. They killed her, destroyed the undead army, and they were so afraid of her that they've kept her severed head and body in the anti-magic cell for the last day or so.
She's very spring way or something because she had the
She has the
whip
symbol.
armor.
She has the symbol.
I would be shocked if anyone in this building has ever seen something more dangerous than that corpse. Than what that used
And they
to be.
sit 10 feet away from it and have yogurt.
I move a little bit away, a little bit unsettled.
Yeah, the old man steps over and says, "Oh goodness, you brute!" He shuts the door.
Wait, you want some of this? I was moving over to you.
Oh,
I saw her like come over there, like give me.
So you guys are back. You get back to the precinct. You get rested. What is next?
Well, we should probably get to the courthouse and
Well,
have an
yeah.
interview with the beast. just to make sure, we know where to go for all the other information.
Tomorrow at 10 a.m. will be the opening hearing of the trial of the beast.
Okay,
Yeah,
what time
we
is
have
it
to
now?
talk to the beast.
It is 8 a.m.
Oh,
8 a.m. today?
Yeah, you have
We've
26
got
hours.
plenty of time, guys. I've solved cases in like less amount of time.
All right, since you're the detective, what's the best way to go about this? Interrogation, investigation, what do you think?
I think we just start out by like asking some questions because I find like people tend to give you the best responses when you come at it from a place of like understanding them.
Can you detect lies?
I can.
Let's see.
I have discerning lies 5 rounds per day.
I don't. Do I have that?
No.
I don't. I don't have that. So we're gonna use his knowledge.
Your character operates on his fighting ability and primarily his skills. Like you are more skillful than most of the folks here. You and Kovira have the most skills.
Cool.
And these guys use spells, which is really valuable. And your character's got plenty of experience with that too. The paladins,
I don't know what you do.
the paladins didn't have a whole lot of time for skills. They were pretty much about beating ass and casting the spells that their goddess gave them.
That's right.
They're like, why would you need more than that? And so that seems to be what Gazbar and Dinbaya are like. They are divinely empowered, so they rely on that. But you've never had a deity in your back pocket acting as your cheerleader. You've had to
I can
rely.
teach you about Brian if you're.
whoa.
We are divinely empowered, like all Midwestern white male Republicans.
That is very true. As someone who went to high school in Wisconsin and college in also Wisconsin.
There you
but
go.
I've sat in many poli-sci
You've sampled
classrooms.
several flavors of Midwestern also.
Oh, man, guys.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
had a brief relationship with a poli-sci major.
Yeah,
I was a poli-sci
I'm currently
major,
doing
so-
it.
You would, what's that slander about poly-sci majors? Let me hear some more of it.
It's okay, no, I'm talking about Mr. Nathan who went to Spain when we were supposed to go to an MFA together. He was a poli-sci economics major.
Economics.
He was-
economics
Well,
majors.
yeah.
He
No,
was very
Did you-
hot, you would understand.
well, we know a very hot economics major too, don't we, Jen?
Yeah, who doesn't believe in economics?
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
that
that argument.
Once he finished with economics, he finally admitted, yeah, this isn't science at all.
That's how when you know
Jump back.
a lot of physics, you can start making shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's what they do.
Okay.
Okay, so that morning, you have 26 hours till the trial starts. What do you do?
Go to the courthouse, obtain the file for the beast.
Shit my pants. No,
Shit, my
Whoa.
pants. True.
You shit the pants, you
No,
stay here and
no,
an idiot. Bye, 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 bye.
Hey, let's go to the courthouse,
You want to
guys.
heat this up? Because I'm going to heat up some cheese, then eat chips of it.
I'm gonna park
John,
Dismas.
Grant, either of you want anything?
Oh my god, what do you
I
have?
take some water. If you
We got water, as Josh has requested. We've got beer, it's stag, and we've got random snick snackies. I was going to get some chips and cheese. I think we probably also
That sounds
have.
good. I'll
Yeah.
have some of that.
Anna asked if you wanted to stay for dinner.
Oh,
Dinner will be
Sure.
at like 6-ish.
no kidding.
Would
I mean,
you
sure.
like, I think we have a little bit of like queso cheese. It's the yellow queso cheese.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like salsa con queso.
What are you gonna-
This is Brussels sprouts. And then we
I
probably
love
don't have that much of that. So I was also gonna melt like shredded cheese over tortilla chips
Sounds good.
because I'm not above that.
Mhm.
And yeah, we'll just both have enough.
That sounds good.
give them
Both.
I will leech off of you guys because I don't have a lot of money because I had to go drive
Toby's
15
rich.
hours. My
He's
dad
in
gave me
college.
$26 fucking dollars for gas. That did not do shit.
Leeching off
First of
Toby is
all-
the meta.
Oh my god.
Why? I was like,
you want
just
anything
be
else?
friends. Be,
Good, I wouldn't get that anyway.
be friendly.
Right, somewhere. Figured out.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Maybe just upset him
Be
already.
friend the older guy with a
It's fine.
big job.
I'm mooching off Anna. So it's all-
My boyfriend's a neat. He can't give me shit.
He's mooching up Anna and I'm mooching up Toby.
That's right.
Works out.
It's like a human caterpillar.
Yeah.
Human centipede of mooching.
Okay,
No.
I feel like our campaign right now has
disintegrated into
Yes.
kitchen time? Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, I hope it's not because I'm here.
I used to routinely show up late to campaigns because I knew there'd be at least 30 minutes of kitchen time before the campaign.
Well, when we do methodology, we always end up talking for the first 30 minutes.
We gotta hit it tomorrow because I gotta take him to St. Louis right after methodology.
I know, I saw.
So
If you basically say anything to me that's like a little bit off topic, I will like yes and the shit out of you and keep doing that.
methodology is a bunch of writers.
Complete the sentence with me. I did 6 years improv.
Yeah.
Time. I did 6 years of time.
Yeah,
Going
it might as well have been prison
I
time.
did 6 years of Irish.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I look like I probably would have.
I started doing improv when I was 14, and I left the troupe when I was 20. So he groomed me.
Oh no.
That way. Just wait a minute. No.
Groomed in a good way.
He was
He provided
45
me.
when I met him, so like Toby's age.
Creepy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
Super creepy.
It wasn't like that.
There's
He just-
nothing I like more than to get a hold of 15-year-olds and groom them.
Yeah.
Wow.
See,
Still
I-
recording.
I will always say, like, I don't think he recognized that I was talented. I think he recognized that I was vulnerable.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I was talented, though.
I don't think this recording is getting uploaded at all.
It's okay. Tell everyone I'm going to end up saying his name.
No.
Honestly, you should. But that's conversation for another day.
Well, since Tim is useless with all the logistical stuff, what do you guys want to do when you get to do
Needed that.
We
I'm
probably
trying to
should
think like
report
a
to the
detective
judge.
right now. Yes.
We're in the loop for what
Yeah,
happened.
Yes.
You what?
Report to the judge.
I agree.
Guards say she's in a meeting with the other justices.
Oh, it's important. If you want to hear it.
Persuasion, do we have to roll?
She's gonna be pissed at us, not you. Just go through it.
Let's roll persuasion.
No, she's going to be pissed at the person
So
who
the
did
other
stonewall us.
justices are in there. The old Justice Aldar is gonna. All right.
Don't be scared of them.
You see the guard say, "Wait here." He steps back, and you hear a gentle little knock.
I'm not seeing anything.
Hear another gentle little knock. I'm going to move you to the courthouse in a second. And you hear a voice going, "God damn it, I said no more interruptions." And the guard says, "It's the secret squad, man. They wish to speak with you, Judge Darren."
Thank you.
And you hear
That's okay.
you hear another gruff voice,
He brings this on.
"Go, Darren, your little squad of psychopaths need to ask you what to kill next."
Your little boy band.
And she says, and you hear her respond. You hear her retort back, "Careful, Cap. I'll send them to your house."
Yeah, I'd like to talk to that rat bitch motherfucker who just insulted us for clearing out a public health hazard that he let sit for months. Everybody who has any authority in this town can get fucked.
Did you hear that?
The
I
judge,
put my head like this.
I say it. I say that loudly. Fuck that guy.
I'm not with him.
What the fuck?
We just killed our old squad. You want to talk shit? Come out here.
Guys, look, I'm just trying to get my job done.
I will punch a judge.
Does she come out?
Everyone's fantasy.
she steps out into the main hall, and she says, "Here, step over here."
Oh, she looks like a hard ass.
She is.
She's
Yeah,
up.
totally.
Don't
Yeah.
hold me though.
Oh my god. I think I've seen her before. I don't know where at.
She-
Is there like an emoji of her or
I don't know.
something?
She's mid-journey, so.
Oh, okay.
Then we use that.
But
She looks
Somebody's broken
familiar. Like in the
It looks like
server.
Tom Fantasy. It's not.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay, well,
Tim, are you still keeping those, bud?
Yeah.
She steps over and says, "What's this about?"
We finished our mission. The black whale is cleared. They're cleaning up the dead bodies currently.
Yeah, I sent the cleanup squad. What new information do you have? Good job.
We're gonna go interrogate the black.
We
beast.
want to.
We need access to all existing information on the beast. We want to know where to find it.
Everything.
He
Absolutely.
says, "I happen to know that the defense attorney that has been stuck with the Beast case is in the room right behind me, the library, working. And he is the most veteran public defender we have. He has handled the most cases of any working attorney in the city. He also has the most, and I hesitate to use this term that the other attorneys do, but he has the most kills. He has the most clients who've been executed
Oh.
of anyone ever.
But he's worked here so long.
And
He's
the
worked
best.
here so long, and he's a public defender, and
All of his clients have died.
our justice system tends to kill people.
But what's his kill to death ratio?
That
life
I
ratio.
don't know. That gets lost in the shuffle. I just know that he's a good man, but overwhelmed. He has twice the caseload I wish he had.
His name is
currently.
Mim.
I look at Gaspar and say, well, like it's normal that these public defenders will ask you to take some kind of bargain with the state.
I have warned him that you will be assigned to assist him, and he is to
Warned
share.
him.
I've instructed him to share, to basically give you full discovery as if you were the other side,
Oh.
so that you can look at his entire defense, which, from what I understand so far, doesn't amount to shit.
Oh. Guys, we gotta
So-
help this man.
We'll find something.
I assumed the black whale was worse than any of us thought, and that's why it took you so long, but it does leave you with less than 24 hours for the first hearing.
Thank you.
I expect this trial to maybe go 2 or 3 days before they declare that he's guilty and kill him. That's the time.
What's your
Oh,
personal
we
opinion?
have to do something.
I think she can tell us.
I
Mention?
I can't have a personal opinion on it. The evidence, from what I understand, you can talk to the defender, but the evidence in some of the allegations is very strong, and others is purely witness testimony about events that happened months ago.
Okay. You can go back to you.
She steps back into her meeting and disappears. And the door to the east, you open it and you see a legal library with a table in the center with 6 black gilded cushy chairs. And all the surrounding walls are covered floor to ceiling in bookcases filled with books. There is a very tired looking man in black with a white collared shirt and messy hair. And he is sporting what you would call a cop mustache. He has a very trim little black mustache. His face looks tired, and he has the look of a man who's completely defeated. He is slumped over a pile of open books, at least 6 books in front of him with an ink pen and quill. And he barely kind of squints up looking at you as you enter into the room.
Hello, barrister. I say, we're here to get some info on the beast.
If I moved myself further than I would have been able to. Kai's in the door. I didn't want Gaspar to rudely walk past Kai. I just didn't notice the book.
It's okay. You can walk past me. If you like.
You walked in first.
Yeah.
You can talk to Guy.
Walk in, Denvaya puts her hand on Casper's shoulder and Kai's shoulder, and she casts guidance on both of you.
What is that?
+1 to be saved. And skill check, or not check, that's safe. Skill checks.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's resistant. I also carry it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, the defense attorney casts depression through, make a will save, the same way he does about the justice.
I'm sure after a while.
Let me tell you how it works around here. Like, will save.
Okay. Well,
Let's see. I'm going to park people who are not here out on the street where they belong.
Urchin.
Right.
that's
The rest
true.
of you are in the law library. I'll wait for the snack pack to return to the table for more than 50% of the time.
Denvaya goes and starts looking at the shelves of books.
Sorry for being gone so much. I have created my masterpiece. This is 6 craft singles melted over a pile of tortilla chips.
It's your masterpiece.
This is why sometimes I'm glad I'm lactose intolerant, because I'm like, hey, someone's
I'll
like,
put it
would
over
you
here.
like 6 craft singles melted over some?
I thought we had
chips.
shredded cheese. We don't. I thought we had salsa cheese. We don't.
Smells like a flat tire.
I'm just surprised that
Just
nothing
sold
is
it. Well, I didn't pull the plastic off the individual pieces.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think you did.
You're not.
Ooh.
Oh, hot.
Anyway,
Okay.
you are in the room with the defense attorney. You're in the law library. He introduces himself as Mr. Barrister Gustav Cable.
Nice to meet you. Gustav Cable?
Cable.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, we're just looking on if we can take a look at the files you've got on the case. We just want to make sure like we'll help you to the best of the ability so that we're not punishing somebody for something that they didn't do.
He looks around at the papers piled in front of him and the various books, pulls one scroll out, stretches it out on the table in front of you, and puts a book to hold it down in place. He says, "There's the charging document."
Okay. Can I take a look at that?
Sure.
Do I have to roll anything or can I take a look? Okay, cool.
You can see the charging document says the defendant is charged with 7 counts, murder in the first degree at Hertstock Village. 10 counts, murder in the first degree in Morass Village. Arson, Sanctuary Hospice, and breaking and entering thievery at Lepstadt University.
Okay. Well, to my knowledge, the only thing we actually have for sure on him is that he broke and entered at the university. But we have these other things. We can check and make sure if there's like evidence one way or the other. What do you guys think?
Couple, what do you? I activate discern lies, and I say, given how your understanding of this case, what do you think your client did or did not do?
He was apprehended in the museum at Lepstadt University in the process of smashing things. So I would say the allegations of breaking and entering to the museum of Lepstadt University are pretty open.
Do you know if he was possessed at all? Or under,
What's that?
not possessed, but like under, there are a lot of necromancers. and
You know
wizards
why he
who-
was breaking shit?
Yeah.
The guards reported that he was very angry and it took over a dozen of them to restrain him.
What was the specific stuff he was breaking? Like, did it have anything?
The museum
Wow.
has sent over only a bill for damages. They said that the chaos was so much they are not actually sure what, if anything, was missing.
Right, if there was like a theme or he targeted anything.
Although the Dr. Crowell said there was definitely something missing, and he had to dig out of the catalog what it was. He would do so at some point.
Dr. Crowell will talk to him. Sounds like somebody was. We used to make a pretty good distraction. All right.
The stuff that was missing is not anywhere near what he was smashing then, just to confirm if there was a distraction.
Unknown.
No, it's just a theory if we don't think he did it. What about the arson in Sanctuary Hospice?
Sanctuary Hospice burned to the ground several months ago, maybe 4 months ago. And there was the witness is a former employee who was blinded during the incident and lives here in town somewhere nearby.
You have a name?
Carl.
You have another name?
No last name or anything?
That's all I have.
Okay.
I assume the prosecution will release the witnesses' names and addresses if we wish to interview them.
Yeah, you should.
Yes, we need to interview Carl.
What about the 10 counts of first-degree murder in Morass Village?
That was 11 months ago. And there was the witness for that is a man named Lasney, who was the town elder. And the town apparently chased the beast off after its latest victim. And witnesses' accounts say that they chased the beast off and the murder stopped after that.
Could be a coincidence.
Were they all killed the same way? Any variation?
That is not in the account that I have.
Hmm.
Because I haven't interviewed any of the witnesses myself. I was just going to cross-examine them and hope it all fell apart in court. You don't have time to do anything more than that, do you?
How often does that work, sir, when you do that?
It works sometimes. Says
Probably not enough times.
Says eyewitness testimony has fallen apart enough times that I sometimes wonder if we should have admitted its evidence, but we do.
Interesting.
He says, incidentally, if you investigate anything as officers of the law, your witness testimony will count with a much greater weight than citizen witnesses.
What do you have on the 7 counts of murder in the first degree at Hergstag Village?
That is deemed the most heinous crime, as it was 7 children were killed. That was 7 months ago in the village of Hergstag, which was abandoned thereafter. The witnesses now live in town here at a windmill on the west side, Three Sisters.
Windmill on the west side?
On the west side. They run a windmill there.
You have their names or where the windmill is?
Their names, I have vaguely an idea of where the windmill is, and that their names are Garrow, Starla, and Flicked.
We've got a lot to do in the next day, guys.
Would we be able to talk to your client with or without you present?
I would allow it, but I would caution against any high hope there. He is angry, scared, understandably, and is somewhat childlike, easily confused, distracted, difficult to understand at times.
Yeah, that's every defendant.
Well,
Little law humor for you there.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we could start by talking to him.
I wanted to ask you, best case scenario, everything goes your way. How long do you think you can stretch this trial out while we gather information? What would you need to drag it out further? Can you extend?
They will probably, the prosecution, if I know this man and I know this man, they will probably stretch it out themselves to 3 or 4 days, if nothing else, to increase the fanfare of what he considers an easy win.
I don't know if I can ask this outside of the game or in the game, but
What is it?
would it be outside of like illegal, or unethical to cast charm person on him so he's not as agitated, so he sees one of us as a trusted friend and
Who?
the beast, the one.
He says, I don't know much about magic, but that sounds like coercion.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if it's to his benefit.
Just like how we couldn't disguise ourselves as a lawyer.
The trial will be overseen by one of the clerics of grave charge, who will ensure that no magic is used or was used on any of the witnesses or defendants.
Yeah. On this more too, and this would not be.
If this were any jurisdiction in the U.S., then everything we got as a result of coercion would be inadmissible.
Yeah.
Like the cast charm person, it's ogre.
It's ogre. This trial is ogre.
That's right.
That's right.
I did my experiment.
It's all ogre for you,
This was
Josh.
disgusting.
Wow.
Who could have seen?
Who could have foreseen?
Who could have seen?
Wow. 5-head plan. Wow.
Got salsa on the roof of my throat.
That will happen. That will happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the most important, well, I'll wait till he gets back.
He spends half the gaming session in the kitchen sometimes.
Oh, great. Good for him.
Mhm.
What is it?
One,
On the one?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
me and Josh are just choking to death over here.
Do you guys want more water?
I had to kill myself with water currently.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
but-
got too much water in the lungs.
I got overhydrated when I was in high school, and makes you really tired. You just lay down.
What you watching, bud?
Hey. Nice.
He is
Can
so beautiful.
Yeah.
I like him so much.
He's a handsome boy.
Yeah. It's like
Dude, Greg is also
And his cat, yeah. Pretty soon we will discover how they get along.
I hope they don't fight. Like
they very well may be adversarial initially, but
Yeah.
they'll be kept apart, monitored.
There could be
Cats
a
are
fight
so-
between the cats. There could be a fight between me and Anna when she sees
They're
how I
very
have
well
the
made
closet
well.
organized.
cats are so cute, but they're so mean.
That's a joke. She's already reorganized my
I was
closet.
gonna say,
I can't find anything, but she knows where it all is. Fine.
The fun part about reorganizing someone's
Yeah.
organized chaos.
Yeah.
I'm so
We-
glad that like my boyfriend would never do that to me.
Yeah. Most of it's pretty welcome.
Mm.
The labels on the inside of the cabinets are pretty intense. But, yeah.
We may as well go and talk to the beast.
Yeah,
because
that's right.
Yeah, let's
in
talk
this
to the
building.
beast.
He may accidentally say something useful.
tell me
Accidentally.
why they were questioning, could I be reading like history and stuff,
Sure.
beefing up my history?
Beefing. What's a beefing?
Just over here reading books while we do important shit.
Hey, I did what I could. I guess guidance for you guys and
Yeah.
do the work.
You had your whole life to read the fucking history books, and now that we've got people to talk to, you're like, oh yeah, I'll be right there, gang.
Yeah.
Alright, next time you need fucking channel. Fuck off, bitch.
Whoa, boy.
You want to be
Man.
in front and take 60 points of damage in a round?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
And then I heal us all.
Yeah, be my guest.
At least there was no swearing in the first 30 seconds of the video.
That's true. We're not worried about getting monetized from this,
Yeah, no.
this stuff. There's no chance. Yeah.
No, not with me.
I take selected channel. I do not select it. I select not to channel gambler anywhere. What is that? from?
Let's go talk to the beast.
I was
I would
about to
like
talk to the
burning
beast.
daylight
Do it.
here.
One of the character options Graham considered was Dampier, and then I realized how often you guys just throw positive energy grenades half-handed in combat, not like
Oh yeah, that
you'll get blown up on accident.
that would be
I just one day would like to be
Oh.
a vampire.
friendly fire
Affected by-
factory.
Not
Someday we'll do the whole Dampier party, like everybody.
Yes, I want to be a part of that.
The Edge Lord campaign, yes.
I just yeah.
Put on a playlist of The Cure.
Oh god.
Just embrace the edge. No, you gotta do your hair like this.
I have a friend who's like actually emo and he has like this fluffy hair and every
Oh,
time I see him,
yeah.
I'm like,
It's a look.
yeah, he's
I
also a
Harrison
trans
would be
guy,
into
so
it.
really-
We go to the basement.
Sorry, to be fair, Tim has endured 13 levels of Harrison playing a very emo Dampier.
I would just be
he's in the basement.
Okay, we're
yeah,
going to the
let's-
basement.
Beast is in the basement.
let's
Yeah.
go.
Not the Dampier.
God damn Pierre.
Is the beast? Wonder what the beast looks like.
We're back to the
I'm just picturing
This picture is Josh.
Beauty and the Beast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beast Josh, we love you.
sad.
You guys
This is very handsome.
step into the basement. The guards
I think so.
wave you past the outer gates, and you head down the east hall. Well,
Shit, no, I forgot I
Nothing.
can't
Wow.
go to the wall.
past the privy. What?
I can ask you actually later. It's
Yeah.
just a mechanic thing.
What is it? Tell me.
Like whenever I hover over Kovira,
Yeah.
this larger kind of semi-translucent window pops up with a larger picture of her and some like information, and it just gets in the way of me
It's
then
totally
looking out of
empty.
this. For any way to disable it.
The bathroom.
Yeah, it's disableable in your settings.
Okay.
It is under configure settings. It'll
Yeah.
disable all the tooltips though, not just yours.
Resolve.
Yeah.
So
If you scroll out a bit, it gets smaller.
yeah,
If
that's
it's-
fine.
Like I have to dance around it too.
Okay, I was just wondering if
Um,
that's like a.
So Colin has
You
the same complaint about it because it was blocking. So because you like to be really zoomed in, and it just
Yeah.
fills the screen when you
It
like to
does.
do
It just fills it.
I think there's a way to get into tooltips we could look at that might make it smaller.
Yeah, I figured it probably takes a little more noodling, so we can look at it later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys enter the main hall, and they wave you on to the south. And he is in the east block, down this way.
Hope I'm going the right way.
You have actually gone past it. It is here.
Okay.
You open the door and you see what was a cell block, like 15 cells. Only one is in use in this, and actually it's not even in use. There's a lot of smashed furniture all piled up next to this cage, and there is a huge iron cage attached to some sort of lift mechanism that opens up into some sort of trap door in the ceiling. And it looks like they have rigged this up so that in order to move him into the courtroom for his trial, without letting him out of his cage, they have set up a sort of temporary elevator thing that will haul him up through the floor. And the courtroom must be directly above this room.
Oh man.
And there is a huge humanoid sitting in the cage, facing away from you, leaning up against it with its back towards you. Grayish skin. It's incredibly muscular. There's a lot of stitching marks over its body, connecting its various parts. It is clearly assembled out of a couple different bodies.
It's a little Frankenstein.
Very
I
Frankenstein.
can't see his token. I can mouse over it and I get a preview of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see it
the
too.
token's hard to see through the cage.
He's
but-
entangled in
imprisonment.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see him in there.
Yeah,
He's really
he looks
caged.
he looks mean, but I'm sure
Nick.
What the fuck is
Someone has cast Detect Magie.
Indeed, I have.
he
And what are you passing it over?
The creature.
He radiates potent magic.
What about the cage that he's in?
The cage radiates low-grade magic.
I keep detecting what can I tell about his or is it evil, good, neutral?
Do you want to do detect evil on it?
I guess
Somebody
has
can do that.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I can detect evil.
You have it?
Does not radiate its evil.
Oh. That's photo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hello, beast. As a
Hi, Seth.
I place my hands on Gaspar and Kai and Cascade, both of you.
ooh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So remember, skill checks and simple checks plus one.
Does
Okay.
does not turn around or acknowledge you.
I ask, roll diplomacy, and I say, "What is your name?"
Can I roll diplomacy too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have a bonus to it, but I'll
Oh,
Heal, maybe?
oh.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
so 19. Dang.
Yeah, you're not trained in diplomacy. The people skill you normally use is knowledge local, which diplomacy is more appropriate when you're meeting someone new. And you notice that Gaspar has sort of been very official, very friendly sounding, but confident, and he's made a good effort, and the beast has not responded. What was your heal check inquiry about, Josh, or you just rolled?
Just so I could see if I could detect like how he's made, anything like that, what he's made of, what
He is sewn together. He is too large to have originally been human. The parts must have come from multiple different ogre-like beings, or half ogres, or possibly some sort of oni, some other creature.
Is he undead though?
He is pushing 9 to 10 feet tall, probably, if he stood up. He is very big.
That's a lot of legs.
Yeah, he is massive, and his shoulders are incredibly broad. He is an incredibly physically powerful being, and his face, as you get a look at it, his face has some stitching on it. It's interesting. He has stitching in a number of places where he was sort of assembled, and no scars. Like he looks like he has not been stabbed or cut or shot in too many places, or it healed. So he kind of a strange looking creature.
Have I ever encountered something like this before?
You guys can roll knowledge arcana.
Oh,
It's sort of a Covera specialty.
apparently it's not.
That's a natural
Oh,
one,
no.
but in Pathfinder, skills don't auto fail. Natural 1 just means you got a 13.
Got
And
an 18. Hooray.
I was so excited. I have 5 skill points sunken into that.
you guys aren't sure, but you're
That's
pretty sure
scary.
he is not undead.
Okay.
He is a magical creature. He was created by somebody. And whoever created him is pretty morally questionable.
Yeah.
But we didn't sense any evil on him.
No, he is not. He does not have an evil soul. He does not have an evil aura, and he is not, as far as the spell is concerned, committed any great evils.
Do we know how old he is? Is there a way to
Nope.
figure that out? Probably not.
Detect age.
And he's not
Got
talking
home.
to us
Nope,
even.
he's ignoring you, sitting away from you, and just sort of staring at the rubble pile of furniture that he's surely destroyed when they dragged him in here.
I cast mend on all of
Now
it.
that I see him, Toby,
Hmm?
knowledge history, noble checks, sugar, like, remember anything from digging through this transfer?
No, but historically, this community has had Legends of the Beast for probably over a decade, maybe longer.
We
Yes.
find out he's 3 years old.
He has been
Beating
the
a celebrity.
he's been the
The Beast.
Bigfoot of Lepstadt County for quite a long time.
Is it only Lepstadt or does it extend out to other parts of the country?
Not sure. You
Oh.
guys have only been around here recently.
I would have never heard of this beast.
Before you
We-
came to the city, no.
we sure
You're from
shit
very you're
hadn't.
from very far
Okay. That
We're
makes
just hearing about this now,
away.
too.
yes.
Whether he's a newcomer, well, no.
I think he's been there for a while. Would it be a thing where people like didn't know if he really existed or not? Okay, so they're finding out
because
because
it's
it's
a big,
real.
yeah.
You could go down to any tavern in town and hear rumors about the beast, which would
Mhm.
probably 99% be false.
Well, yeah, that's what it'd be a
Either he did
very bad idea.
most of them say he does bad things, some of them say he does good things, probably all lies.
Goodbye's not from Lepstadt originally, is she?
No, you're also from up north.
And we didn't have any knowledge of this up there.
Nah. You're from a different part of Numeria than Kai.
Okay.
Both of you.
Any sandwich that people really love, and you can be like, oh, I could really use that hog buckler sandwich, and then he'll turn around and be like, oh, I love that one that my mom made.
Man, just like a big old hog dick hoagie for
Yeah.
back home.
Nutritional value or
Oh, dude.
hog.
Hog dick. Sorry, we played some Quiplash last night in Sydney with the hog dick.
I love Quiplash.
You know,
Sydney
Yeah.
has a steel chair named hog.
the MFAs would be a lot of fun. Quiplash.
I used to play
I
Jackbox
love anybody
with
that
my
thinks.
Your diplomacy of 24. What do you say?
Hello, beast. We
Oh.
know that you are wrongfully accused of many things. We want to help you if we can.
Be called beef.
We don't know. He might think
Hey,
it's
do
better.
you can I roll diplomacy and ask if he has a
You as the
name?
beef.
Or did my
I think they tried.
Thinking what they could go by.
That was what Gasper tried. And yeah, he does not respond.
maybe he speaks another language?
I assume you guys are trying common, the most common.
I cast comprehend language. Start
Oh,
talking
yeah.
in different languages.
The comprehend allows you to comprehend, but not
Oh,
speak.
Yeah.
Cheater. Cheater.
Comprehend that.
Try to make
I
spells.
tried the same thing in all the languages I know, which is
I speak to him in Parisian.
Parisian.
I just know common and orc.
This guy's only going to know sign language. We have it. We all know it.
Really?
Yeah. Drow sign language.
Including me.
I go around the cage to the part where he can see me.
You see a menacing looking face with an angry expression sort of frozen on it and stitching up the sides of his cheeks. And you see black eyes briefly glance your direction and then go back to staring at the rubble.
Oh, so bad. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything.
Well, guys, I think this might be a dead end. We should probably go find some of the witnesses.
I tell him, I'll say it in common and then in Parisian. We are trying to help you. We have a few questions. Do you need anything? Are you hurt?
I do the same in Elven, Dwarvish, and Celestial.
Nothing.
He sits there calmly. staring at him, you see that he has some scuffed like scrapes on his fists and hands, probably from bashing up the museum.
He look like he's like a little hurt.
Very slightly.
Yeah.
And but he does have like some. You blast with positive energy.
Yeah, immediately knew he
Select those.
He's not evil.
You see his hands, the scuff marks on his hands do not change. He has some sort of bruising and like a scrape across his knuckles on each hand. Doesn't change.
Did he refuse the channel?
Did not appear effective.
Does he need negative energy?
I'm not willing to try that. I don't want to hurt him. He doesn't detect as evil.
Do I have to roll diplomacy
don't
if I
think
want to
he's
be like,
undead.
look, I know what it's like to be scapegoated and judged because I'm different in this land. I've been accused of many.
Yeah, put the tiefling in front of him.
I'm half orc. I got it, buddy.
Tiny little.
You step around to where he can see you.
Yeah. Okay, well, I say that.
Huge black eyes glance over you briefly and go back to staring at the pile of rubble.
After I say, like, I know it's like
Ignores it.
different.
Is there anything in this pile of rubble?
Looks like a broken table and chairs that were down here. Probably when they dragged him in here, that got smashed. Trunk of the ceiling came down. Looks like when they built in, they just took the opportunity to cut out part of the floor and make this sort of lift that will pull him up into the courtroom tomorrow, I suppose. And they just left the rubble pile there, probably because the workmen don't want to come down here.
This is so dumb, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't think anyone would want to fucking talk if they were like entangled and pinned. Can we make them more comfortable somehow? Or open.
You go into the basement of the courthouse and start releasing famous prisoners.
Just go in and look
They-
like serial killers. Like,
Yeah,
you're
they-
good.
They think this is Charles fucking Manson.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you look so just cramped
He
in
looks
there.
innocent.
I did not say that. I said he looked cramped.
Just to be
They're
clear, we've got a
mutually
judge's hunch
true.
that he's innocent of some of the things they've accused him of.
I feel like, innocent until proven guilty. That's what I'm here for. I'm a detective.
Yeah,
that applies in the United States of America, but it doesn't exist here. This is Ustalav, baby.
So we don't know what
That's
he
true.
smashed at the museum at all. We have no idea.
We lack information.
Maybe it was something like offensive or dangerous that he was trying to get rid
Yeah,
of. Or
he's smashing all the copies of Mein Kampf.
Yeah.
Anti-fascist.
I'm gonna smash your comp in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
think this book is offensive. Too much white savior role. Me destroy.
White savior.
Too much non-linguistic
Camp.
shit that
Yeah.
I can't fucking speak. Forget it. I roll diplomacy in the first time. I roll articulate.
Are you any good at the point?
No, I'm fucking trash.
She rolled like a 12.
I rolled it. I have 0. I have 0.
You and Kai are good at many things.
I try. I'm half orc.
All right, I'm
I
rolling
try.
disabled device on this. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, cut him loose.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Well, Mr. For lack of a better name, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
And we can't give him yogurt because that's also coercion.
Unless you're hungry or you're thirsty or you're willing to talk to us, I'm just going to tell us our current plan.
You give him a yogurt, Kabir?
I don't think I have one. I was gonna give him.
You guys have hundreds of
Oh, they always
We just have it on us. Okay, I give him a yogurt.
I'm not concerned with policing the location of 800 yogurt cups.
Okay, then I have
Just-
yogurt.
But based on the way they're going, I am going to reduce the count by about 50 yogurt cups a week,
There's probably.
which
gonna be,
means
like,
you guys are going to have
200.
unlimited yogurt for months.
That's crazy. Good for y'all.
And unlimited cat toys for potentially.
Oh, God.
That's if you eat them.
We did not
We
take
give him a
those
cat
back.
toy. We give him
I
a cat
will-
toy.
We give
I
them
am
cat
pretty
toys.
confident that Dismas is going to tell me that he took them to the dinghy and they are back at Seaforth.
I will obstruct to the best of my ability all efforts.
We'll go. You two can backgame that later. But
Alright.
I'm pretty sure that will be his objective.
Okay, I take a tiny little yogurt, which is dwarfed further by his sheer size, and just place it on the floor.
We all watch him.
Maybe he
and
takes it
try
and
to
crushes it. I don't know.
He reaches over, and yeah, it is the size of a bottle cap for him. He picks it up. Goes the whole yogurt cup in his mouth, and you hear kind of a crunch, and you see him go. Mm.
The 800 pounds of yogurt for.
Yeah.
That's like 3 cups of
Y'all
yogurt.
just like lift all the yogurt into.
No, I know. Okay.
Don't read into
proceed.
the plot significance of
proceed.
800 pounds of yogurt. That's just some me shit. That's
You
just I
fuck-
threw that in
yeah.
there.
Because I could see it
was
throwing in there
funny.
out of toviness, but also then somehow bringing it back to be this like.
If it ends up being a linchpin to the plot, that's just how it happens. But I
So
didn't.
logically, if he loves yogurt, he'll love Calvin Carpenter.
Oh God.
No,
Why?
what?
Those
No.
two things don't taste anything alike.
We don't know that.
I was just doing it
They
as a
do know
kind
that, we don't
gesture.
know.
It probably is not satiating at all. Wanted him to know. Feels like I'm being fed like a zoo animal. Okay, I'm looking at this
So
other.
what then, pardon? We've got no answers out of him, but we did get him to eat a yogurt.
Well, he ate a yogurt. Maybe we should go, like I said earlier, talk to these witnesses because we're kind of
We
burning
should,
daylight right now.
We have to.
Before we
Yeah.
go, I brief him
Yeah.
on. If there's anything you could tell us that would be helpful, we believe that you are innocent of. We don't think you did the things that they say you did. So we are going to investigate. We're going to talk to some witnesses from the thing at Hergstag Village. We're going to talk to a witness from the issue at Morass Village. We don't think that you burned down Sanctuary Hospice. We think that these people just blame you for all kinds of stuff. I don't imagine you're going to talk to us, but that's what we're going to do. If you change your mind and you have anything that you think you could tell us, that would be helpful. We don't think you did it. Help us prove you didn't do it. See you next time.
And then whatever you were upset about, we can try and solve.
Yeah, why were you smashing stuff at Lepstad University? That part I don't understand.
It just dawned on me that maybe this guy doesn't talk.
He pulls a piece of wooden yogurt cup out of his teeth and flicks it into the pile of trash.
Pleasure meeting you. Let's go.
Let's
I
go.
give him the yogurt cup.
Okay, so what's
Fix
first
it.
on the list, you guys?
He takes it and holds the yogurt cup over his mouth and then pinches and all the yogurt explodes out.
He's learning.
He's learning.
He's learning.
Okay, so we have, I think, the best info we've got is on the Hergstag incident, the 3 sisters who run a windmill. You could probably actually find that instead of
Yeah.
looking for, quote, a blind guy named Carl.
I had a quick question though, just to confirm. So, did Vi cast positive light on him and he didn't heal? Was he like impervious, like in a way that was impervious, or in a way that it was just like not substantial enough for his like 5? I just am curious how that works. If it doesn't.
It would
Take it
be,
back.
I think it would have less to do with his size and more that he is, like you said, impervious to it. Some creatures aren't healed by positive energy.
Do we know which one? Does that matter?
Undead or damaged by positive energy, but we don't think he's undead. But there are a lot of other things that he could be. But
They're making intelligence check.
yeah,
Asking very good questions.
I don't.
that
Oh,
was a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have. I don't think I have a skill in it.
Go to checks.
Oh, it's a check. It's a check.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. No, you're good. Because I know we do like knowledge blanks. I was like, probably a knowledge check. Knowledge intelligence.
This was just sort of see if she remembers something. Because remember, our backstory for her, she's a Lepstad University dropout.
Oh, yes.
Huge. You remember distinctly zoning out and fucking around in magical creatures class.
Oh, great. So you're one of my students.
Yeah. You remember
Fantastic.
Professor Graham boring the tits off you to where you were
God.
thought you were like looking out the window, nodding with sleep during class. And it was being discussed. Some type of creature that is not necessarily evil, not necessarily good. It is constructed. You remember that detail. And thus immune to positive or negative energy.
I'd be
And
like,
you don't remember what it was, and you
Yeah.
got an 18 knowledge arcana a bit ago. So based on her skill and experience, she doesn't know what the beast is, but you've heard of a creature that has these properties. And you could
yeah.
go to Lepstad University.
Oh.
You would need a library card, but you could go into the library and library card. And yeah, Tim gets excited.
Flash's library.
He has
card.
library cards in like 4 D&D campaigns. Keep being helpful.
What's that song about library cards? I don't know. I wanted to start singing it, but I forgot it.
Take a look in a book.
Yeah.
Read, rainbow.
Didn't our buddy work at the university?
Yeah.
Professor?
Yeah, the nutty professor who
Yeah.
was friends with Bill.
Dr.
Dr.
Dr. Crom, yeah.
Can I write
Dr.
it off?
Carl is also the witness of the damage. He oversees the museum.
Excellent.
That's the thing they like can nail him on.
We should start there. That's the most coherent thing we've got.
Can I go to the university or should I just stay with you guys?
We should all go. We're going to the
Let's-
university.
we're going
It's the
to
university
buy-
museum, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was wondering.
Let's
What
go
goes
look
there?
together.
on your right cheek.
What does this keep
Right cheek.
She just ran away. Just ran
Just
away.
witnessed her like running away.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
She's glad.
So often goes that way.
My goodness, we got a glowing eyeball person over here.
Now, she is an android, but I'm glad you referred to her as a person. She is a person.
Yeah, if she's an android, she's a person
That's
It's
because
like
she's
Sunny from iRobot.
Some people don't consider androids persons. We have many debates about that in the other campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'd like to one day like play an android in a campaign.
basically Enrique is like decided his character hates androids.
Well, he hates technology.
Yeah.
and-
Oh, okay. 'cause
Doesn't
I like
consider
that.
them.
And
They're not.
doesn't consider them people.
They're basically a
Yes.
walking, talking Roomba as far as he's concerned. They have the
Some
rights of a Roomba.
homicidal murder.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if they have a personality, I'm like, dude, you're
Yep.
a fucking person,
Yeah.
dude. I'm autistic. I've been treated like a fucking robot too many times. Okay.
So, you visit Lepstad University. You know where it is because you went here for, 2.5 years. You have technically an associate's degree you could maybe cobble together if you wanted to.
Well,
You,
oh, I don't
And
care.
you can find Dr. Crowell pretty easily. He says, "Oh, Kavira, what brings you to the university?"
well, it's in regards to the beast incident.
It's shit, he smashed up my museum.
I know, and I'm very sorry that happened.
Do you know there's actually something missing? I can't tell you this. Under investigation.
We are investigating.
Oh!
Yeah, that's why we're here, friend.
Oh, well, I can't. Look,
Please
I'll
do.
show you.
Yes.
I will show you.
We want to know what was smashed, what's missing,
Goodness.
anything you have for us.
Ha! Well, let me take you over to the museum itself.
Would he know? Or I have to find like the professor, or you said I have to go to the library to.
Well, this guy is a professor. He's a teacher here. He runs the museum, manages the museum and library grounds.
Can I?
So what do you?
I was just gonna ask.
As you guys walk across the university, you see students everywhere. They look at you like, "Oh, fucking cops are here. Hide your weed." And
People hiding their zombie masks.
he's walking in front of you in his professor robes and carrying his little satchel full of books. And you guys have a little conversation on the way over to the museum. And what do you ask?
So based off of the two things that you told us, like, just like figuring out what the creature is, I just asked, like, do you know what he is, where it comes from?
And you tell him what details?
I didn't take notes on this, I'm so sorry. He's not healed by positive or negative energy, I think is something that you told me. What else did you guys?
We attempted to heal him with positive
Yeah.
energy. He was not healed.
Yeah.
He appears to have been stitched together from
Yeah.
multiple creatures. He's gigantic. He has sort of a childlike intellect, apparently. Can't confirm that ourselves because he won't fucking talk to us. Dinvaya has something of a childlike intellect too, so I don't know how much that piece of information helps
Couldn't
you.
leave it alone, could
Oh.
you? Yeah. Looks at you.
Well-
It's just fucking sitting there.
just gonna take that one.
The notes.
Sorry, I
have
wasn't
this
paying attention.
crapped out.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
he's on Wikipedia looking shit up.
he got me.
You listen to the porn. Go ahead.
Yep.
What was that? No, I'm sorry.
Is it our stuff?
Wow.
You would say have porn? What?
He says.
Anyway,
Dr. Krause says. He says, "Well, this is, just based on what Lizzie told me, wizards are often fascinated by golems. You make a golem. You make an iron golem or mud golem or a flesh golem out of quite grisly and out of parts of dead things. It's quite unsavory. But golems in general are very resistant to all magics. They are not alive. They are not dead. They are usually not very intelligent.
Okay.
They're quite loyal to their creators, as they are designed to be."
who
So
created the beat? Oh, go on.
If they're resistant to magic, then they can't be under any. Like someone couldn't put it up to.
Oh, the creator could tell
The
it
creator.
to murder an entire populace, and it would do so.
Gotta find the creator. Infiltrate the dealer.
Normally, it's not a very autonomous being.
Yeah. Okay.
Would the creator know what, like, everything that the beast was up to?
Possibly, not necessarily. There was a visiting wizard who actually built one and left with it years ago, decades ago, I suspect.
They actually.
But from what was understood is it would follow his commands, would not follow others' commands. And he had a keystone. It was a ring of his or something like that, that as long as he wore that, it would obey him.
Is there a limit on this power? Of obedience?
No, they are rather simple.
No, I meant like a range. Sorry.
Oh, well,
Nice question.
I suspect he could order it. I believe he boasted he could order it to walk to Absalom, and it would walk along the bottom of the bay for miles. It would just continue that last command infinitely.
Well, he went to multiple locations, so I can't imagine he was like, go to this town, kill this amount of people, go to that town. Kill...
You're
Unless he could.
suggesting that the beast is a golem?
It seems possible. He certainly seems created.
Having seen what it did, I would contend as well. I'll show you shortly.
Do you have any wizards who don't like your museum?
He walks up to the front of the museum, and the
Let's
guard
go.
nods to the guards there, which they quickly open. And I actually need not this floor. I need. Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys here. Un momento, please.
We would be able to find your ability to be.
I will get it for you. It is in a rather unsavory drawer, full of God knows what. I don't know what it is. So I will get
Not
it.
for me not to.
I'm gonna get it and leave it.
And urine and flesh and blood and piss.
I'm gonna
Since-
put more water
Since you are a
on a
stubborn
bottle.
fool who refuses to live with her land, I will think with the adversity. She carried all this time when this much of the big
Oh yeah. They were all the rage in Madison.
Well, you're not the first stupid hipster here, and you won't be the
He's dropped it on the floor of so many lecture halls.
Yeah, makes a lot of noise, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was not.
Quite loud.
It was very embarrassing, but that was before I was like fully, like, I've always known I had bad coordination, but that was before I was like fully aware that it's just like normal. So I was like, why am I dropping it like everything?
So I don't believe the professor understood either of my questions. I was asking,
What were
is there a range limit to which he can command, and like, can it get out of his range, and he can't no longer contact it, give it orders.
Since I myself don't know, but the library perhaps have books that could answer your question. I myself do not magic user of any type. Possess no talent. I'm just merely a scholar.
And for that, we are grateful.
I like this guy.
Will they just stay dormant forever
He's a
if
nugget.
the ring is like lost or compromised? Or will that send them into like a rage if anything happens to the ring?
I would feel that if you chose to defend something and then you died, it would just stand there until it
until for eternity.
potentially decades.
Yeah.
Whatever inner power they draw from is vast. I remember reading that.
We should get a list of the wizards in here.
He takes you upstairs and to a hallway full of sarcophagi and statues, other little figurines on shelves and desks. And you see smashed windows, floor. You see sort of stomping footprints that are almost certainly the beast size shoe print in the tile. Like he's so powerful that if he decided to stomp extra hard, he would just crack the floor open. And there are broken windows.
Oh, wait.
There's a huge hallway full of damage.
Man, that looks nasty. What was taken?
He says, what was taken? I only recently discovered that.
Mhm.
I've cataloged everything in the hole, and actually, it's all here, except one item. Which is quite a disturbing little piece.
A ring. No, just kidding.
It is. Let's see, do I have a picture of it? Thought I did. I'll make one. I will do one in the Beast Journal here. Beast Journal. I'm going to make the Beast Journal player editable, so be careful. You could delete things, but you could also store notes in there.
Love to accidentally delete the
Hell yeah.
entire information.
Let's see. No. Where did I put it? Artifacts. There you are. Boom. This will disturb you part of it.
That fucking monster.
Sid was just shuffling around like a goblin.
He brings over a book, flips it open, and you see hundreds of sketches and notes in it of different artifacts, and he flips to a page and shows you the sketch of this item, which is about a 8-inch tall figurine made of, he says, I believe it was made of jade. It's quite green, very glaringly green. And it is of a figure with, it's a very alien or strange looking figure, like a monstrous being with tentacles coming out of its face, like a tentacle beard, and leaves coming out of its arms. He said it was known as the Sea Sage effigy. And we have no record of acquiring it. It's simply been here for decades, maybe centuries. This is quite an old museum.
It looks like Cthulhu with cactus arms.
That is what is missing.
And it wasn't on the beast's person?
No.
Well, can they digest food? Can they digest food?
Can they?
Golems.
Can beasts, can golems digest
Oh,
food?
unknown.
Maybe he's whole.
I don't know.
Maybe he ate it. It's his stomach.
I don't know.
But I don't
Shit,
think
I've given
jade
you a
is
cushion I can't pop with.
digestible.
Useless.
Hey, you're doing great.
How long was the beast trashing this area? Do we have any idea?
I was dragged over here by the guard that said there was some incident at the museum, and as I arrived, dozens of them or more were dragging the poor creature out and chaining him to a wagon, with as many chains and clamps as they could find, and dragged him off into the night. And I walked through the museum and saw the disaster. It's extensive. This will be months of repairs. Upsetting the city quite a bit. For the item that was stolen, according to the catalog, worth at least 100 gold.
Oh my fucking god.
I know, quite a lot.
He's
what
a
if-
professor. He has no idea how much money is worth anything.
Yeah, he really needs the appraise skill.
Right.
Everything in here, you guys are looking at everything. You guys have magic items of yourselves that were worth
that are
thousands.
of gold. Yeah.
And you're looking at this trash. You're like, this is a bucket. Bucket from a dead civilization, but it's just a bucket. Doesn't even work well. There's a hole in the bucket, so it's not even useful. And they're like, oh, this is 75 gold for this incredible piece of archaeological gold.
He's like a low-level
Think of-
Luther.
Think of what we learned from the people of just the design of their buckets.
What else? What else was destroyed again in here? So,
Everything, look.
well, no, I mean like any artifacts
Just
specifically, or
nothing,
just like
no.
support shit,
No, mostly just.
beams, columns.
You can roll a
Benches.
survival check if you
Don't
have
have
ranks and survival.
Don't have it.
If you are
Yeah,
good
okay.
at survival,
So
that should be
much.
Kai and maybe Gasper.
Okay, hold
I
on.
roll survival. I reject all that side stuff. It's
Sorry.
What?
I don't want.
17 and 22. Kai will assist. Gasper 24. You guys put it together and see that the place where the object was stolen is down here in the southeast of this room, and there's not really anything broken there. It looks like a window was broken in, and the beast, it does look like the beast's footprints. And it does look like a lot of punches or slams or heavy blunt force broke windows and broke furniture, punched into the ceiling, which would explain the marks on his hands. So tracking and survival wise, like scene reconstruction, you're like, yeah, it looks very much like he did it, and he was found here. And the guards claim, many guards saw him smashing shit. And then he smashed more shit when they dragged him out. So the only thing that's curious to you two is you can see where he entered, you can see where he destroyed stuff, and the countertop that he took the stolen item off of, supposedly, there's not a lot of damage to it. He didn't bash that counter. He bashed sort of indiscriminately. So the item was taken without really much damage.
Sounds like he might have been in there specifically for that little Cthulhu guy.
You got any divination spells that can tell us where that damn thing went?
Can we detect item on the golem?
I don't think I would have any divination spells.
I don't think I would either.
Nah, it would be didn't buy it or bust.
I would, when Kavira gets back, you can have her roll.
Oh, I just said pee, but you can wait. I can hold it.
You've been holding your pee for some time.
We
I will
practiced
not
the
be
golem
responsible
dance.
for
You must
a
pee.
rupture. I already feel responsible for your broken back.
It's not anything that we did outside.
You broke your back on Chautauqua tile.
Chautauqua, yeah.
Your sacrifice will never be forgotten. When you're old, when you're 35 or 38 years old and can't walk anymore, when you're elderly, it'll be because you died for us.
Wow.
Can Tim and I take pencils or markers and write on the back of the tiles something?
Yeah.
Tim was here.
Here lies Sydney's youth.
Yeah, here lies
And
Sydney's
health.
vertebra.
What is Kovira rolling?
What am I rolling?
Spellcraft.
Oh, yay! I wanted to. I wanted to roll it on, well, specifically, I wanted to roll it on the beast, and then I looked at it, and it's for not people at all, non-human.
I've already forgotten what question we're answering. So.
Oh, fuck. Whatever this won't get us.
Okay, there's a 14 spellcraft. What was the question?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
We talked about my pain, so.
Fucking attention span.
Whatever it is.
We're
Don't ask me. I
Divination
also
spells
have
to find
age.
the
Oh, Cookers, like, I don't know if you have it, but there is a spell called Locate Object, but you have to be very familiar with the object. You have to have, like, handled it or know a lot about
Is
it.
there a way to, can I do any?
You could go buy the spell and see if it does that, or
No, I-
see if Dinvaya can cast it, but I think it might be a wizard
I
spell.
think I do have
Mr.
anything.
Crowl. Are there any wizards who work in this building? Any magic users?
Well, there's magistrate roles, but he's rather busy.
I don't give a fuck.
Or he.
I have locate object. I just need to meditate to add it.
You have locate object.
Yeah.
Oh, remember we had to spend $1 billion.
No, that was not.
I think she got it off that guy.
Maybe.
Locate object. You sense the direction of a well-known or clearly visualized object. You can search for general items, in which case you locate the nearest of its kind. More than one is within range. Attempting to find a certain item requires a specific and accurate mental image. If the image is not close enough to the actual object, the spell fails. If it's beyond your range, the spell fails. You cannot specify a unique item unless you have observed that particular item firsthand, not through divination. So I don't think you know the object well enough to use this spell. And this happened days ago.
Can anyone create a replica?
And this happened days ago. And the range of locate object is, for you, about 500 feet. So you would have to know the object a little better, and it would have to still be here somewhere.
So not worth it, by your estimate.
I mean, I think you cast it and get nothing, and you're not sure why.
Wait, what's the duration on locate object?
1 minute a level.
So Magister Rawls is going to have 20 castings of it, and then we're going to cast Expeditious Retreat, Long Strider, and Full Strength on Danger. And Danger's going to carry him around the city full sprint. And he's going to be like a little radar.
You've met Magistrate Rawls. You don't think he's going to do any of those things for you.
He will have to Kuvira charm
I can
person
also-
9 times.
He is the one that Judge Daramid had teleport you to Ravengrove many months ago.
Oh wow.
He's a big boy wizard. He ain't got no time to do. He
I
could,
could do
he could
4.
solve this whole adventure on his own in an afternoon, but he just don't want to.
I could do 4 spells slots
Just
for
like
locate
McGonagall
object.
could fucking solve all of Harry Potter if she get off her lazy old ass.
Yeah, she's a G.
I hate that bitch. Anyway.
We both said 2 different things at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't magic our way through the adventure.
No.
Bummer, we actually have to do stuff.
No. Okay.
I have
Go pee. God.
to. Cool
All right, Kuvira needs knowledge arcane.
Don't hold your pee, you'll get
Knowledge,
UTI.
you're in a lot of trouble, young lady.
I got one of those because I was like having a gender crisis freshman year of college. I didn't know which bathroom to use, so I got a UTI from not
Oh
peeing.
my God. Now we have those. Now we have the genderless bathroom.
Not in the. I'm pretty sure not in the dorms where I
Oh,
lived
maybe
in
not.
at the time.
I noticed they have them in Anthony Hall, like the chancellor's.
Oh yeah, my trans student was like, "Oh, I can like go to the men's bathroom because like I've started a pass now." And then like this old lady taking my class was like, "Oh, men are disgusting. Like you don't go into the men's bathroom."
I was gonna
like, even if
say-
you can, and
I was
I'm
gonna
like,
say, I know it's like you're trying to figure out what is the appropriate one for you as a person, but if I had any kind of choice, I would use the ladies' room. The men's rooms in Fane are particularly disgusting. There's like no ventilation.
Yes, that's great.
my friend keeps going, well, like I wouldn't mind if you went in there, and I'm like, for now, like I'm not going to go in there, but respectfully.
It's just that the men's room, there's going to be urinals with no stalls. People might not be ready for that. And ours are particularly gross. Like they could be cleaner.
I don't have a STP, and I don't want to because I don't have time to clean it. It's in the sink, so I'm not going to do that.
There's also, we have enough foreign folk. We
Mhm.
have a lot of, we used to have a more thriving visiting student population, but I have seen some creative use of the urinals. I don't think people understood what they were.
Mhm.
I've seen people, number 2 in the number 1 only.
I know.
urinal.
I don't know.
Could have been, it's you're like frat prank or
Mm.
cultural misunderstanding. Hard to tell. Could be either one.
It's I'm fortunate for gender neutral bathrooms because the first time I used the men's bathroom was back in Madison. I was taking a workshop, and like the guy who ended up being my boyfriend in the future, like just it was the first time anyone had like used a urinal in front of me, and I was like, holy shit. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Well,
I was
I
like,
mean,
whipped his dick out, and I was like, okay.
I played gigs at PK's for decades. Never, ever used the men's room because it is so vile.
Sounds, yeah. But yeah, I got a pretty bad UTI, so now I'm like,
Don't do that.
I'm going to be normally from now on.
I think we probably just gave Sid one from making a roll too many knowledge arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so done at the university for now.
Okay,
so.
Where's the place that we're gonna go now?
Yeah, we've got enough time to investigate maybe one more site before we quit. Or talk to a witness, or
ask the professor if
go play
if you
skee-ball.
remember- Ask the professor if he remembers the name of the wizard that had a golem way back when.
It's been decades, and I believe the GM made up that shit on the fly to illustrate a point. So
Okay.
it was a wizard named Fuckboy Johnson, and he died.
Okay.
Okay.
Has he done any work on why the ghost of the warden was stolen and maybe what it would have been for?
Yeah, we told you to do that.
He says, I
mean, you
completely
graciously
forgot
offered.
about that plot line as well, but yeah.
All right, we'll check back later.
Yeah.
If you have to work.
Well, if you understand, my workplace was attacked by the powerful creature.
Oh yeah, you work
Right
in the
to the
C-stage effigy room.
Yeah, you work
Oh
in
my
wow.
God.
Where's
Get
your
off
office,
of
you
your
pleb?
fucking victim complex over here. Like, God, your
They
workplace was
want the
down.
building next to my office.
Well, I basically the excuse is I couldn't do any work the last 2 months because my office was attacked last week. The timeline's not exactly.
That's like me being like, oh, the air conditioning is broken in my office.
That's why I haven't
can't-
read these 12 books this
I
last
can't
year.
grade
Yeah.
any papers. Oh. Me when I was trying to sneak
You
out.
were your office isn't the one that had the water, right? You know, next to me. Yeah,
Lindsay's
that was amazing.
Lindsay, Starvin, Catherine, and
That was amazing.
her face's office. Tracy.
All right, we have left the university. I don't know what we're doing next.
Knowledge local to find out where the windmill operated by Garrow, Starla, and Flicked is at.
On the west side,
Oh,
you are able to get an address from the defense attorney
No good.
who
We go
has
there.
such information on Discovery.
We go there.
Okay.
Look at how my horse would make if I had a horse.
Really?
Wait.
You're good. You're good.
I have no idea where the chair is, respective to anything else.
What will share?
No.
I'll be trying to copy.
And here I am thinking, oh no, hopefully nobody trips over my shoes, but I put them against the wall, you know, where stuff goes.
Oh, I think fine. We think we'd be transforming.
Okay.
You arrive at a windmill on the west side of town, and it is primarily used to turn machinery to grind grain, process grain.
So it chops machinery into grain.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it grinds
Okay.
wheat and other things into flour.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. I thought
You put
definitely
it's an amazing machine. You put a kumquat in the top, and out the bottom comes a Rolex. Really cool, and it's just wind powered.
That sounds like my dream device.
Yeah, you see everyone there is wearing like 12 Rolexes to
Mhm.
stabilize the economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's find these owners.
You guys walk around the windmill, and you see a lot of workmen coming and going. See some wagon loads of flour and grain coming and going from the place. See what looks to you like dock workers and a few halfling workers here.
Oop.
And you see an older looking woman with white hair standing out front talking to people.
Okay. We say, I don't know if I.
And she sees you guys walking up and goes, "We're booked." Oh God.
Do I roll diplomacy?
You can, but you're not very good at it.
Oh, okay, right. I keep
should
asking
rely
that,
on
and
your
then I
party.
remember. I love playing characters with no social skills. That's like
You have social skills. You have knowledge local, which is
Mhm.
like, you know the guy who can get you the thing, and I know the best place to buy this, and I know a place to sell illegal shit over here.
that
And
doesn't necessarily mean that I'm good at like talking to people.
true.
So
It's that you're really good at networking with a lot of people and remembering who's the best guy for such and such. But when you meet a new person, yeah.
I want to let somebody else start doing that.
Josh, are you gonna cast guidance for the diplomacy check
I
again?
do cast guidance to everybody all the time.
Wow.
Okay.
0 level, doesn't matter. I can just do it.
Just always doing it every cooldown.
Thanks, Josh.
Pretty fucking annoying.
Well,
Um,
you know, badass.
I did by how good is your diplomacy? I have like a 6.
I think mine's higher. It's like an 8.
Alright. I will assist Via. Can you give yourself +2?
Hell yeah, I can.
Awesome. I assist Via's diplomacy check.
Okay.
Well, it's natural 20 and it goes to waste.
Good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Josh rolls fucking 6.
Don't you still have your side power that lets us like switch?
Yeah, I just forgot about it.
Did I roll 6?
Bond
You assist Gaspar, who has a 28 diplomacy. And Kai, you're aware of this windmill. You know it's been there less than a year. It has new owners, which fits with the story of these ladies being from Hergstag, but moving here.
Okay.
And the only other tidbit, because you rolled poop, the only other tidbit you know is that Hergstag has been abandoned.
Why?
Don't know. You only got 10
No,
knowledge.
the only other tip. Wait, let me.
No one got 10.
Can I-
Which local?
Can I knowledge local?
Well, Kai got a 10.
Oh, I
I
thought
just
you.
didn't know that much. Didn't know why.
Oh, I thought you said no one got
Well,
10 knowledge locals. That's what we did.
Have no fear. I got an 11.
Oh, you don't know shit either.
Why I put skill points in? A foundry is going to.
Well, it's
Bend me
all
over.
down to probability.
Probability. We blame when we're longer. So,
It's not the way my finger hits the button. I know that.
yeah, you're fingering the button now. She said to me.
Let's just let that sit.
I approach the old woman at the front. Say, my name is Officer William Gaspar. This is the City Patrol Undead Specialist Squad. We need to talk to you for.
She says, I don't have to go to court
No,
for
you-
2 more days.
Yep. We're not here to drag you to court.
I ain't going to court twice.
Nope.
From the can.
They gonna have to pay me twice.
You don't have to go to court.
I gotta go to court today.
You don't have to go to court today.
That way I
I gotta go to Tuesday.
Should we talk to you and your sisters for a few minutes?
We're working.
I know.
We ain't got time for all this shit.
We'll pay you a few gold for your time.
Oh. She says, well, I'll take a gold, but what I really need is for this order to get moved into that wagon.
Let's see how
Pick it up.
strong I
God
am.
damn it. We move this order and you'll give us your time.
It depends on how
What
fast
kind
you
of
do it.
check do I
If
need?
you do it quick enough, I'll give you 10 whole minutes.
I can help me cast Anhole on myself, but I'd have to
roll the strength check +1, whatever you tell me.
I did an 8. Oh wait, no, that's not me.
You're right.
That's I did a 15.
21 strength check.
Dinvaya,
Yay!
strength check,
Fucking chat
7.
over here.
Dinvaya explodes her lower vertebra and
Oh,
lays on the
8,
floor of the living room,
8,
days,
8.
gobbling Advil like M&M's. You suck. You're not a lot of help.
Hey, that was an 8, thank you.
You instantly lift.
Can I?
You lift with one of your ovaries, crushing it like a grape,
That's a fucking
exploding, causing
horrible.
internal
You can
bleeding.
do nothing as a black.
Yeah, your liver falls out your armpit,
6'5",
and you
weakling.
rip your own leg off and knock yourself
That's what
out.
you got yourself. Can I cast Anhole if will this expedite it or no? Okay, fuck it.
She goes to meditate to switch her spells for an hour.
Awesome. That's going to help us.
No, I'm not gonna go do it.
I got a
Eat
15.
shit.
Look, the lesson is just always prepare an anvil. Never mind magic missile and the other stuff.
Oh, I know.
All right, Gaspar, it's up to you, buddy.
I already talked
Well,
to him.
Kai
Carry
has a
this shit.
16. Kai's helping carry stuff.
Yeah, I'm fucking strong as shit, you guys. Got this.
So I got an 8, I looked at it.
Gaspar has a
That's
21.
great.
They are carrying huge 50-pound
Good
sacks of grain from point to point. And yeah, You guys load up a wagon. The workmen who are also loading up the wagon are like a bank cop. My tax dollars at work. All right.
Yeah. Wait. It would be
All
great if
consequences.
cops actually helped you with your fucking.
Yeah, protect and serve, bitch.
Look at the strength check that I just.
Motherfucking Tovira
Dude.
snaps her own neck. She slams, she puts her head on the back of the wagon and drops the 50-pound sack of grain on her. That she tacos her entire body in half, folds herself up like a
Foreshadowing
pretzel,
for
rolls
later.
herself down
Wait,
the hill
that's not what I meant.
into the gutter where she drinks gutter water.
What you think?
Gutter water or gobbo water?
Gobble water.
I didn't think.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble wobble.
Is it almost cooking time, Hannah Banana?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna quit soon.
Okay.
I just gotta torture them for 5 more minutes.
Why do you sound like you're at the bottom of a mine shaft? That room is so echoey.
She just sprinted down the hall to say something to that room.
Sounded like you're at the bottom of a mine shaft.
It's RP. It's RP. Okay. So very quickly, you do a bunch of work for them, and you get an interview with the three sisters
Okay.
for a short period of time. They're busy and ain't got time for your bullshit.
Okay, what can they?
They throw out the other workers, and they interview you or talk to you inside the window.
Yay! Love to be inside
Okay.
the window. Just like
I looked for ambient windmill sound effects, and they were so annoying. I opted not to. So you're welcome. No, it's like a giant machine smashing vegetables all day.
That's fucking fun. I definitely have like misophonia, so
that's
afraid of miso.
That's one positive of slowly going deaf is I don't have to hear that as much.
Just
Yeah.
ignore that shit.
Right.
All right. We're here to talk to you about the incident in Hergstag Village.
They look very serious and kind of sad and look at each other. And they go, yeah, that's what we're going to testify on.
Imagine so. We are, as I said, the City Patrol and Specialist Squad. We work for the state. I know that you've probably had to tell this story a few times, and you're going to have to tell it in a few days, but I'm going to ask you to tell it again now, in exchange for lifting a bunch of barrels into a wagon, which is outside my job description, but I'm happy to help you ladies out. And with my new friend here, it went really fast.
Yeah.
What can you tell us?
They say that their children were disappearing one by one. And they started getting haunted by the lost children who are ghosts. And they say one day we found the culprit because the beast walked into the village carrying one of the dead children, a girl named Elsa. And the witnesses all recall, and all three of these ladies confirm and nod to each other, that the beast was laughing as it carried the child's broken body and laid it down in the street in front of it, the child's house.
Just aren't live.
They are not lying.
You guys saw it yourself?
Yep.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
And they chased the beast off, but they couldn't catch it. It was way too fast. And it escaped into the swamp. And all the innocent children it killed continued to haunt the village. And we abandoned the village. It was just cursed.
How long had Elsa been missing whenever the beast brought her up?
Zinvaya, they are concealing or omitting something.
Yeah, I was gonna say like detect.
What language do you, Gaspar and Ty, what language do you speak?
I speak common and I speak orc.
I speak
Gaspar?
Draft sign language and
Elven
Viridian.
Infernal Region.
Everybody speaks draft sign language except for Kai.
Yeah, that's
I
not-
tell you, Gaspar, that they're hiding something in our language.
All you know is that they are using some kind of sign language to communicate with each other.
I look her dead in the eye and I say, and what else?
That's it.
Sorry, lies.
Tim just like discerns lives.
That's the lawyer. That's my lawyer.
Yeah.
She says that's it. Discern lives.
Yeah, there's something else. She's not completely it, or she's not being deliberately deceptive. But you get that this is sort of a condensed timeline or could be misremembered.
I asked the other sisters, based on this retelling, I believe there are more details or pieces of this story.
Split them up to themselves.
It's very important that we get
Joel style interrogation.
all of it.
I believe you.
Yeah. But we think them hiding something is more so a function of like the condensed oh, they've provided a condensed timeline. Got it. Like
One
they're
of the sisters, when you press her, give me a diplomacy or an intimidate, or I guess diplomacy or
Can I do
I intimidate the old woman.
intimidate
I
the
don't
old
have
woman.
either of those skills.
I rolled a 3.
You assist Invia, who gets a 15. You pressure her, and one of them says, "Well, what?"
16, thank you.
Oh, yeah,
One
she
of
cast guidance.
oh, that's true. One of let's see this lady. Garrow says, "Beast couldn't have killed. Probably, maybe didn't kill all of them.
Why is that?
Well, there were 7 of them that died, and we chased off the beast after Elsa, which was the 6th, and then another child died after that."
What was the name?
How fuck's that?
were they all
Karen.
were they all girls or boys?
No, they were girls and boys. Mixed. Karen died 2 days after the beast was driven from our town.
What was the average age of everyone who died?
They were all 8 or 9 young kids.
Karen's ghost killer.
But we never found. They admit that they didn't really find the body
I was wondering.
of the first 5.
Yeah.
Elsa was the only one the beast brought back, and the last child was found dead in her room without a mark on her.
Where was the beast living? Was he living near town at the time?
That we don't know.
Or he just showed up one day and he was carrying one of them and you hadn't even thought of him before that?
Yeah, we didn't know what was taking the children until he came walking into town with one of them.
It's like a local legend.
Do some wizards like the life force of children?
I mean, Harrison's wizard in the evil captain. Yeah, right.
It's the life force of anything living.
Like
Yeah.
Hansel and Gretel or
He's a
the
monster.
Let's not zoom out too
Okay.
far like that.
Oh man, I used to be a witch killer, but now I'm Slayer.
Oh, you mean figurative?
Yeah.
I'm just putting that question out there.
They-
I'm not to explore it right now.
Get out a piece of parchment and show you they draw houses on the village. They said we lived in the village our whole life, we knew where everybody was. And they draw you a map of the houses of the village. Show you where it all happened.
How close were you guys to the beast whenever he returned to Elsa?
I mean, the whole town came out when everybody was screaming that this was going on. Let me see. We can actually, you guys, it's like half a day's travel. You guys could actually go here. But this is what you see based on the map that they give you.
This town is still haunted?
Nobody's been there for months.
Did Karen's ghost ever show up?
Yeah, the last kid had a ghost.
Yes, she did.
Did the kids say anything?
The ghost?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, they just
they haunted.
they just
Appeared.
hurt you.
They
They
hurt
hurt people.
They hurt you.
How did they do that? How did
They touch you and burn like cold fire.
Is that usually an effect that ghosts have on people? And
Knowledge religion.
Shall I do that as well?
If you've got points in it, I don't remember what mine doesn't mean.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, you know
that's-
a little bit about it, but you rolled piss. But it's okay, because Kovira, even with all you people fucking her up, her and Dinvaya are up in the 20s.
Hooray, Kavir.
Well, you guys have fought ghosts and poltergeists before. And when they touch you, it does feel like an icy chill that leaves a burn. It's that sort of, you just get instant frostbite, like they can melt your fingers off. And so that fits. Go if there are ghosts, because people call ghosts all the fucking time. You guys as CPOS officers have investigated dozens of bullshit claims where someone said it's a ghost and it was a fucking burglar, or they forgot where they left their bike. CPOS gets a ton of bogus calls. So, but that description tells you that probably there is or was a ghost in her stuff. That part's legit.
Mm-hmm.
So they are accurately describing what it's like to be attacked by a ghost. And also, the children clearly, were being killed and turned into ghosts because they could recognize the ghost children. They're like, that is the ghost of Elsa. It looks like Elsa.
Yeah. Were they indiscriminately attacking people, or?
When they came back, they tend to attack people around their old home. What was their home?
We ask, Jaspar asks the ladies, is it possible? Well, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was about to start cross-examining these
You can
fuckers.
cross-examine.
No, I'll just ask the.
You're gonna
Cross-examine.
Describe the beast to me, would you?
Let's say they kind of disagree a little bit about the height. They're like, he's 8 or 9 foot tall, gray skinned, real muscular, got lots of like stitching on him, big black eyes.
What about his face?
Kind of a mean looking face.
Kind of like he's always got this angry expression on.
So, well, when he carried in Elsa, he was like laughing. They make sort of a grimacy, it's like a scary looking face, like an evil laugh. But he didn't make no noise.
He didn't make any noise. You didn't hear him laughing.
Didn't hear him laughing. It looked like he was laughing. He had a big, scary looking smile.
Was it a smile?
Grimacing.
Have you ever seen something like the beast cry before?
No, I don't know what it looked like when he cried, but it looks like a big snarl.
Nothing further, bitch.
He doesn't say bitch. He doesn't say bitch, right?
No, he doesn't say bitch. He's a big 10-foot tall man
With resting bitch face.
made of other dead creatures and a seemingly permanent snarl, and he didn't make any noise while laughing. He's got these horrible monster eyes.
Yeah,
Did he attack anyone while forced out of town?
No.
Has he ever attacked?
He set down the body and ran off.
He set it down. Did he throw it down, or he set it down gently?
They look at each other, and Garrow says he set her down very gently on her doorstep.
And how many of you forced him out of town?
About 15 or 20.
And what were you armed with?
Pitchforks. Torches.
So, and are any of you big soldiers or mostly farmers?
We're a farming community. We had a bunch of dumbasses that live there.
So, 15 to 20 farmers with pitchforks forced out a 9-foot tall, 1,000-pound monster. And he didn't take a swing at any of you. And you didn't hear him laughing. And he gently deposited the body at her own doorstep.
He ran super fast.
Was there any damage to the girl's body? Did she have any broken limbs or bruises? Bleeding?
Yeah, her body been broken.
How? Like she fell?
Crushed or broken arms, legs. Broken legs.
Were any
lot of broken legs.
Since photo plus one during the list of
Okay.
That was Karen.
It's a 31 cents moment.
Elsa.
They're describing Elsa.
What's up?
They're saying now Karen was different. But admittedly,
You guys said the bodies were untouched.
Karen, well, we never found the first 5 children.
Right.
Elsa's body was broken, crushed. Karen was found in her room upstairs with the doors and windows locked, not a mark on her. She did come back as a hellacious little ghost.
Did she have any blood in her?
She came right back as a ghost and asked to see the manager.
One wonders if that statue had anything to do with her reappearance.
Karen's reappearance?
Yeah.
The statue. These events took place months ago.
Statue was stolen 5 days ago.
Okay, never mind.
And this incident in Hergstag happened 7 months ago.
Sense of time is so good. Never
Hey,
mind.
you're brand new to a metric fuck ton
Yeah.
of lore.
Yeah.
I'm
You're doing
yeah.
fine.
trying my
You're-
best.
as long as you're suggesting things, you're doing good.
Okay.
You're doing fine.
So, and it's possible that I think Dramus would love the life force of children because he's a lunatic. But
Harrison's
I
character.
don't want to. I'm not connecting the Beast's creator with this stuff until it sort of throws itself at us. But it's worth entertaining. And none of the other bodies were ever discovered.
No, we left.
So your theory, and you think the Beast did all this?
Well, we thought so. I mean, it was the only thing that could have.
If one of the townspeople had found Elsa and brought her back, I don't think you would have been as quick to judge someone who didn't look like a 9-foot tall Highwood monster.
Well, but they would have probably told us what had happened to our child.
Not if you all chased them out with pitchforks immediately. They probably wouldn't have been able to.
Well, that may be. But when 6 children have disappeared or died, and a thing you ain't never seen comes into your town, you're going to feel pretty upset. Folks was upset.
What am I
These were
doing?
children.
Sense motive was feeling like it took.
They're honest, but their story is, cloudy. You're getting a better version of it now. You're getting a little more detail. It comforted them to chalk up all 7 to the Beast.
Yeah.
What you sense in their motives is that they know that they didn't see the Beast kill any of these children. They never saw the Beast attack anyone. And they know that is a problem in their story. They avoid that part of it. But these people are actively seeking emotional comfort for the loss of 7 children they loved.
That makes sense. It's like a common thing in folklore to like blame murders on like.
It's comfort blame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we lose a game of Dota.
Oh, we come up with a million reasons. For Tarkov, we were cheated.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we're going to quit in a minute and go be sous chefs for Anna. But is there anything else you want to do before we quit?
I want to tell them that they should be, if I were them, I would be hesitant to, and I think they are hesitant, and I tell them this, to chalk all of this up to having been the Beast. And it's not okay to pin this on him. There are holes in this story. We intend to discover what has actually happened, and I hope you can draw some comfort from the fact that you are currently talking to 4 members of the Undead Specialist Squad. So the fact that there is just half a day from here, a town that I believe...
Oh, y'all are sea puss?
That's right.
She takes off one of her boots. She said, I got this rash here. I think it might be the ghoul rot.
Is it? It's not cool, right, man.
She got bunions.
You got bunions.
You don't know what she got. She might have a little something.
Heel check?
Probably athlete's foot.
Heel
Heel
check?
check.
I was gonna say, she probably
24. What do you got? She got athlete's foot. She needs to dry out her foot and go barefoot. Fuck out.
I tell her that.
stop wearing
She goes,
fucking.
it's not the ghoul rot.
It's not the ghoul
You
rot.
gotta keep your socks.
She looks at
dry.
her sister. I fucking told you, Flick. You said I had the ghoul rot. You bitch.
Anyway, I would be hesitant to blame the Beast. Whatever's actually happened in this town, we are more than capable of and happy to go to and solve and put the, poor children's souls and ghosts to rest and whatnot.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing gained by blaming a seemingly innocent man who appears to have gently placed a recovered body down. That's all that we've seen him do. So whenever they call you into court, you remember that.
Done with these ladies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think will be the next destination? Doesn't matter. I got it already, though.
We gotta go like overnight. So we have no time.
Yeah. Take a quick nap.
We can go and talk to the guys in. Where's the dude from Morast Village? Lasny, the town elder. Is he also in Lepstad?
I want to say he might still be in Morest.
How far is that?
It's also, let me find this map for you so you have a sense of what's going on here.
Because we'll get the dude who is in town, Carl. We'll get everything that's here so that we definitely gather some information. We want to get all the shit that's really close, and then we go.
Yeah, that sounds like the best strategy.
All right, I'm gonna pull you over to this one. And we're going to, some of these don't really matter, so I didn't bother marking them. They're just little towns.
It's my turn to really have to pee. I will be right back.
Morass is over here to the east. Hergstag is up there to the left. Sanctuary burned down right here, and left side, you're right here. These other towns in the middle ain't shit. Okay. Okay, we'll pick it up there next time. Good progress.
I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna add detect thoughts.
Ooh, that's very good.
Yeah.
Ooh. Mental interrogation. How fascist of you. I love it.
You know,